Ah,
Okay, you're now audible. And now you're visible. And now I'm on webcam.
wait, how can you see me?
I said I'm on
My
webcam.
eyes, Nick.
Me specifically.
Bree sees everything.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
I can't be visible. I've got 3 layers of invisibility going on.
Ew,
We
I'm getting an ad.
see
Why am I getting an ad? Ew.
Everything. So play nice.
Ah, lemon biscuit.
Okay, Woody.
Yep.
See? I got that reference. Because I'm literally the exact age when that was everywhere.
Congratulations, you've seen one of the most watched
Yeah.
films of all time.
It was only saved for
Yeah.
destruction because after it was accidentally deleted, surprise, an employee
Yeah.
took a copy home to work on it.
Amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're on the Nordmark screen. Well. Let's begin then. So,
Let's go, Nordmark.
Let's do it.
it's been a while, so we'll start with so we'll just have everyone introduce themselves and their character again. We'll start with Nick. First the worst. Ha, got you back for last week. I win.
I didn't ask for this.
Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Nick. This is my normal speaking voice. I'm playing Red. Red's a druid with a shady past. We've not had one of those in Nordmark before. And he's haunted by an encounter with a monster that left him changed physically. But also, you know, he's got a little pet fox who's extremely cute, so, who's to say? Who's to say whether he's grim, really? Yeah, he's got a little fire stoat called Ember.
Don't sound foxes, Nick.
It's like a fox. Shut up.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it a firefox?
Yeah,
Shut up. It is literally made of fire, though.
yeah. Originally, it was going to be a fox, but you know, I said, nope, you can't do that, fox.
This fox made of fire have a habit of, you know, hanging around spider webs?
Mm.
The real reason I've not done a Firefox is not because of the Firefox ring, but also it's the default art in the book. It's a flaming fox, and I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
basic.
Yeah, you know, I hear,
It's totally different.
you know, I hear all the circle of wildfire druids are actually, they're basically all their little fox spirits. They originate from an ancient god called Mozilla. Well, anyway,
That's me.
yep. Next up, Mr. Blue. Who are you and who are you
Hello.
playing?
I am Mr. Blue. I am a 3D artist and I am also a big fucking nerd. And I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm playing Ortho, the Hobgoblin Warlock Celestial Pact guy. He is my most shit starting character. My biggest button pusher, I guess. And he is very silly sometimes.
Nerd in a D&D actual play. Unheard of.
I know.
Completely unheard of.
Completely
We
unheard of.
do love a bit of silly sometimes.
I think my character has been responsible for, and to quote Nick, the most evil use of prestidigitation I have ever heard.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's saliva spicy for an hour.
And
Okay.
I used it to shit someone's pants once.
Like, you took their pants and,
Hey, you were there. I did this in.
I know.
Tricons. That was.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm just turning Blue up slightly because apparently he's a bit quiet.
Hello, how's this?
Yeah, that's probably fine. You're at 150.
I can turn up my own gain.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible you're all quiet compared to me. Let me just double check
Hey,
OBS.
Keith, how do I sound? Great. We know it. But like volume level, what's that like?
Okay, I've just turned Discord in general up a bit, so hopefully that helps.
Oh yeah, Discord is quiet. How about now, Keith? Is that good? I'm gonna briefly
Okay.
tell you about what I'm drinking tonight, which is mead. That's it.
I
It
want
was
mead.
brief. Hey, there we go.
Oh, meat line
Have
was
you
good.
guys
I'll
ever
have
had mead? I should probably
Okay.
have mead.
Yeah, get some meat.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
some stout tonight.
I've got
Ooh,
some
that's a good
homemade
choice.
mead in the fridge.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I used to brew.
I don't drink.
Yeah, I used to brew mead when I was well, like maybe 5 years ago, but I fell out of the habit. I should get back into it now. I've got space to do it.
This mead was made by a former MasterChef winner who now weirdly lives near me.
Huh.
Just turns up at the local market occasionally selling drink, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Well then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
Oh yeah. Next up, Ben, could you tell us who you are and who you're playing?
Hello, I am Ben of Cybertopia fame. I am tonight playing Rush Hielemon, the only so far introduced non-dwarf Hielemon. They are an Earth Genasi of the mud variety. And I realised just now that I don't think I've cast a leveled spell with them yet. So, looking forward to
No.
that happening. Because they're a wild magic mage.
Fun.
Pretty wild. And last but not least, we have everyone's favourite Chaos Gremlin, Enfys.
Hi, everybody. I'm Enfys.
I'm Twak. And if you annoy me, I'm gonna thwack you. Is what you deserve. Also, you're all dumber than me, so you should shut up and listen once in a while.
I genuinely don't know how you do that voice for 3 hours.
I think that's
Mad
the first
skills,
time we've
bro.
heard that one.
So what Enfys does is they replace their vocal cords with a chainsaw.
I spent all of this morning getting ready by gargling gravel.
Oh, that's a horrible image. And funnily enough, despite being the Chaos Sorcerer, I'm pretty sure Rush is the most sensible person in this party.
I'm really excited for the eventual Enfys character who's just the most boring person ever made. Just like an office worker, 9 to 5 office worker.
Enfys will play that so well.
I don't know if I could.
Yeah, you'd have to learn the lingo, wouldn't you? Like,
Not even the lingo. Nick, somebody, if I'm in a game and somebody's running it, they're going to put a big shiny button on that. If
That
I'm
is
playing
true.
a boring character, I don't press the button.
what if that button
know
is
how
called
hard it
reply
is.
all on the 100-person email? Because then
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be true to form if you hit that button.
Yeah, like just play a streamer who keeps doing at everyone on Discord. Voila.
I'm sorry, okay?
Wait, did you do
I
that?
didn't think it through.
That was you, Nick. That was you.
I did it recently when I invited like 40 people to a D&D game because I tagged the wrong thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, it wasn't a D&D game. It was some other system, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of it. The sword, the crown, and the unspeakable
yeah.
power, something like that.
Oh yeah, powered by the apocalypse. Anyway, enough about other games, later games, possibly even better ones by the progress of time, and that's not self-defaming. So there.
Gonna redeem it anyway.
Okay. Well, who needs or wants inspiration?
I mean, yes, but my memory's not that good. All I remember is that we were talking to people at the entrance to the thing.
We
At the
started
bridge,
off in the
where we long
village.
rested.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
the plague village, right? That we started
Yeah,
off in
we-
last session.
Not necessarily
wasn't a
plague
plague.
village. It was more like the entire town revolved around one thing, and that thing staying going, and not a single person there thought, I'm going to learn how this works so I can fix it in case it breaks.
It was given to them by some smarty pants who never taught them about it. It's just
Yeah.
cruel.
Doesn't mean they can't try to learn. And then somebody did a check to fix it, and they taught an engineer there, or somebody there, like the best way they could possibly go about fixing it. And the problem was theoretically solved.
Yes. Twak talked to, I think it was a mason worker, and was like, look, this is your material. This is what needs to be fixed. I don't have the skills or the tools, but you do. Just do do what you do. That was effectively it.
I made a lot of speeches about needing to burn things down before you get started again.
Yeah, which
Didn't go over well.
And then
not necessarily
after
what
the
they
town,
needed.
Yeah, no, not necessarily. And then after the town, we ran into a Cambion and an Angel, and I did my best
Oh,
to start shit between
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't there some like epic Fey battle over a teapot?
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
as well?
there was. There
And
was.
Ben was terrified of potentially facing a Cambion in combat, which,
I thought they were like some big ass devil thing.
No.
in
Cambions are like
hindsight, when we
CR5.
looked it up, and it was like, no, this is a perfectly valid fight. We could have won.
But
Yeah.
also, Rush is decidedly combat or conflict averse.
I really wanted to get involved in that Fey battle, but I was like, the party doesn't want to.
Yeah, I did too.
And then, Twak, with their nebulous motivations, wanted to keep the Merifurth Winifrith simulacrum cloned, whatever, on us in the party, but they didn't want to find out what they were, what was in the lab, so they went home, despite Twak's best efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we camped out at a bridge. The bridge started talking to me. It was some dwarf or something. The bridge was very rickety, but they have like this invisible conveyor belt to go back and forth.
Oh yeah, the bridge.
And you were about to use your wildfire spirit to like teleport Ben's character back on the bridge, and he just fell 5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
mage
great.
caught me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we found out that it was Merifurth Winifrith's labs, but the sign had been written over to say the Whinnying Labs.
And it's very much not abandoned, despite.
Yeah, I
what
don't
we-
know who this Merifurth Winifrith is though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
We
know
know
who
one
it is.
important.
I did the research.
It's fine.
No, Twak knows who it is because I passed that check.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We all kind of did the recap. Who gets the inspiration?
Decide amongst
Whoever
yourselves.
needs it, right? I
Yeah.
don't
I mean,
need it.
Mr. Blue was leading the recap, so
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we should
that
get it.
sounds fair.
Okay, I'll give it to my sprite.
Oh. As
Because
they
I already
say,
have inspiration from the AAR.
only one sprite's right.
Fair.
As this inspiration doesn't kick her in between sessions, does it?
Nope.
Nope.
You lied to me, Bree.
Wait, did I?
what?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Effective merchandise.
Look, I'm literally dressed as a devil. What do you want here?
Okay. Hey, I got to set up a trap, and you fireballed the entire party because you decided to not check the very obviously trapped thing for traps.
Good.
Oh no, she was fine because the brand new set of thieves tools that teleports her out of the effect of any trap triggered. Everybody else got hit by a lightning flavored fireball.
What can I say? It's what my character would do.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, we can't be doing that.
Speaking of what my characters would do, so yeah, I'll just go through the description from the end of last session. Panis Flatfoot leads you inside the lab, opening a small door. He, to remind you, is a halfling. He is kind of tall by halfling standards, standing at an amazing 4 feet. So, you open the door, and presumably you will walk in.
Mm-hmm.
The wall the door is built into forms the base of a large triangular room. The decor reminds you of a high-end tavern, with dark wooden panels and brass fittings. To the right are a series of benches and tables, from where a few figures glance at you before returning to their meals. The rest of the room is full of various chairs, sofas and benches, lit by warm lanterns. It feels less like the stronghold of a mad wizard, and more like the sitting room of a large flat. A dark-skinned, middle-aged elf looks up from a dragon chessboard. He reaches into the pockets of a lab coat covered in enough stains to match the braids of his dusty grey hair, and pulls out a pair of pince-nez. Wait, how's that pronounced? Pince-nez?
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
In French, it would be pants nez, which is what you do to a horse.
Pronunciation has never held you back before, Bree. You'll be
It's
fine.
true. Pulls out a pair of pants, nay. We have visitors, Cupcake?
Oh, I have also remembered. Didn't one of us promise them delicious foods?
Yes. And oh, speaking of cupcake, I pull out this pumpkin cupcake. The party has maybe seen me eat several times over the course of this adventure, but it just keeps coming out. Like, I got this magic cupcake. It,
Cupcake a person.
Yep. So, as soon as you mention food, there's a sudden sort of stir around the room. And basically, everyone sort of, if not necessarily everyone sort of gets up and walks to you, but everyone's looking your direction now. And the
and
elderly wizard. Sorry, go on.
I'll do my best performer's flourish and pull the plate of barbecue out, warm it up with prestidigitation, and with a flourish, pull the tarp off, or gingham, I think some British people say. And yeah, I got this relatively new creation called barbecue, made with pretty good meat. I thought there were some wizards here in need of some good food and some respect, and you know, I thought I'd bring y'all a treat.
Oh, that sounds quite delightful. I don't know if you've heard, but we've had trouble sourcing fresh produce lately. And the elderly wizard stands up and starts walking towards you.
Do they look starving?
No one here looks particularly starving. You get the impression it's more they don't have good food right now. And could you
Surviving a lot on jerky.
exactly, and hardtack and the like. Yeah, so Ortho, could you please give me a I'd say either persuasion or performance, your choice, and you can have that advantage because you brought the barbecue.
Yeah, I don't have proficiency in either. You'd think I'd have one in performance, but I don't.
Lamau.
Say Lippy.
It's fine. It's still a positive
Yeah.
modifier. You're a warlock.
Yeah, no, I have the highest possible modifier, which I'm going to inspiration that.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 4. So with my inspiration, that becomes a 17 and an 18 plus 6, 24.
Okay, yep, for a 24, you've basically won the room. Yep. A fair few people sort of walk forward and taste the barbecue. They're suitably impressed, but you knew that they would be. And it's basically sort of carried off to the sort of dining area. Which is just
Nice
a
to meet
series
you. Oh,
likewise,
nice to meet you all.
likewise.
My name is Ortho. And we're here on a bit of business, you know, kind of exploring, kind of see what's going on. Heard there were some wizards, might be able to get some information. I don't know. What do y'all do here?
Well, if you're looking for wizards, young, sorry, remind me, is all for a hobgoblin or a,
Yeah.
yeah, I keep forgetting these,
Hobgoblin.
yeah, I keep
Although you
forgetting
keep calling me a bugbear for some reason.
yeah, I keep forgetting which he is. Yep. Young hobgoblin, if you're looking for wizards, you come to the right place. Welcome to the Winning Mountain Lab.
Yeah, that's not what that sign up front said.
Oh, I think you'll find it does say Winning Mountain.
Well, it looked like the text was a bit worn away. Or maybe written over. I can't, like, out of character, I can't quite remember what it was.
Yeah, it literally was Winifred Mirrorfist's lab.
Yeah, but the sign was, like, written over or something. Yeah. Like, it said, like, Merrifirth Winifred Labs or something. Like, but somebody wrote over the sign.
Oh yes, our historical founder. Some of us were even recruited by him personally.
Do we know the guy we ran into at the Bandit Illusion was Merrifirth Winifred, or is it just a Twak thing?
Yeah, I don't think Wax shared it with the rest of the party, did they?
No, I think they kept
I
it themselves.
cannot remember.
I
you can
definitely
say
don't
now
know,
one
even
way
if
or
you
the
did
other.
share it.
Yeah.
I know I didn't share
Hey,
about
just let me know if you did or
the
not.
simulacrum thing.
Yeah, I know that much.
So it wouldn't have made sense to be like, this person is also a clone of the person that we already have with us.
Oh yeah, just to remind you, Misty walked off, and she's basically canonically already made it to Airedale safely, because that's just how I wrote
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
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 Misty
She had
stepped out.
Yeah. Oh
Hey.
yeah. She was literally named Misty because she had Misty Step prepared, I believe.
It was her only spell. Rush will turn to the others and be like, I don't trust this place. When it's supposed to be abandoned. What's these people about?
Don't worry about it. Makes it easier to get our information. We're here. I'd look for information about our friend.
And I gesture to Guinness Pig.
Yep.
I don't know. Keep on your guard. It could be some sort of weird trap or cult or something. Don't trust
Guinness,
Yeah, do these
sort of-
people...
Sorry.
I was going to say, do these people look like they're being sneaky, or they're just, like, genuinely happy to have some respect for once and some nice food?
Give me an insight check, please.
Okay. That is a 15.
Yep, for 15 there, they seem generally happy to have the food.
Alright.
The dwarf who, the wizard you're, who's the elderly wizard who's approached you, was playing with, is regarding you a bit nervously, but, you know, you just stepped into a sort of fairly isolated community, so that's probably
Something
quite reasonable.
weird about these people.
Question.
Yes.
Are all of their faces distinctly unique? Or do they share, say, a particular feature?
Yeah, you
Like a broken
obviously, yep, obviously you know to look for that nose, and roughly half of them have it, including the elderly wizard who's approached you.
Mm.
Did the other half have anything in common?
Not especially that you can really tell. Seem like a wide variety of people. I mean, most of them have that sort of academic air to them, as in they look like they're you know.
Ah, they have academic hair. Ah.
They're just sort
Very
of, you
smart
know,
hair.
they look half asleep. Although to be fair, this does look like a lounge, so they're probably resting up.
Right. The halfling that brought us in that looked a little nervous.
Oh yes,
Looking
Cupcake.
a little nervously at me out. I wasn't saying this out loud.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna walk up to him, say, "You all right? You're looking a bit nervous."
Oh, to be clear, it was the person the elderly wizard was playing chess with, not the halfling who brought you in.
Oh well, I'll walk up to them, then say that.
Okay, so you walk up to the dwarf. The wizard you're talking to looks a bit confused because you literally just walked away from him mid-conversation.
Yeah, I do that out IRL too. So
Oh, does he do this a lot? He says, looking at the rest of the party.
Yeah.
He's rude.
All the. Oh, no, I don't think it's a rude thing. I think he just goes.
Okay. But
Yes, that's what I said.
I don't mean to. Yeah, don't mean to be rude. Apologies. I just kind of get distracted very easily.
Okay. So you look at this dwarf. They look you up and down. Could you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. Do 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 do. 14 plus 3, 17.
Okay. So, what you see before you is a dwarf. Looks a similar age to the elven wizard who they were playing with. They sort of wear their beard in a tight braid, and they have an inverted bob. They look a bit more sort of brightly dressed, and you actually they sort of remind you of maybe someone you might meet at the carnival. Although they do look a bit sort of downbeat at the moment, which is odd. You also notice that they basically have their finger on their wrist, and before they quickly see you looking and pull their sleeve up, you see the faint image of an hourglass tattoo.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Now, Blue, the player, has a vague idea of what that means because of the 13th Age one-shot.
Yeah, it's the sign of the cult that was in what's the
Yeah,
town
we've
called
bumped
again?
into them a few times,
Yeah.
and I think that probably would be knowledge that would be shared within the adventurers of Airedale after
Yeah.
all these months
Bleakwash.
of traveling.
Bleakwash, yeah, sorry. And yeah,
Or
obviously,
the Cult Imperator or something.
yeah, Cult Imperator. Hayes was a former member.
So what would
And-
I know, since you said they remind me of somebody from the carnival and the information that would be shared?
Basically, you probably know that this tattoo was the mark of the occult, who were kind of bad news.
Cause problems for us in the past. They're usually after artifacts of, some degree of power for whatever their purposes are.
All right. So I'm going to do that funny little thing I do and have the invisible sprite learn their emotional state.
Okay. So, remind me how this works again?
Basically, they touch the creature and instantly know their current emotional state, and they do a DC 10 charisma save, and if they fail that, I learn their alignment. Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail the save.
Okay, so they don't automatically fail the save. Let me just bring
Well,
up
actually,
the
no, it's a
stats.
DC. It uses my save, so it's actually a DC 15 save. Because of the invocation I took.
Okay, wisdom save, you say?
Charisma.
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
charisma.
so.
Oh,
I
charisma.
did?
Charisma,
I think it's
okay.
got.
Yeah,
is it
charisma
not
save.
charisma? Yeah.
They aren't particularly charismatic, and that is a natural 7 for a 7. So yeah, you learn that their
Okay.
alignment is lawful neutral. Their emotional
Alright.
state is, I would say, just general sort of stress, but trying to just sort of stay calm, and vague curiosity.
Hey.
Rush will step forward and be like,
chances.
"Hey, you Gravestaff. The mayor at the town told us about a dwarf up here called Gravestaff.
Oh, yes, Steel Gravestaff at your service.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?"
We're the technicians of the Winning Mountain Lab. I thought you already knew that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what
this
do you do in the lab? Like, and where did you come from? What is this place? It's a lab, but what for?
Research. We do all sorts of magical experiments. We study magic. Some of us came to the lab to hone our craft and move on after a few years. Others just live here.
Why? Why is this place here in the middle of the fucking mountains? Why have you got like that 8-mile bridge outside? I don't understand any of this. It doesn't make sense.
They look at you uncomfortably. You might need to. Basically, if you want the truth, they might sort of infer they maybe know something, but you're going to have to convince them to talk.
I'm sorry. I don't want to make you uncomfortable or anything. This is very odd, isn't it? How long you been here?
Oh, well, I started working here about 20 years ago.
where were you before that?
Oh, nowhere of any import. I just picked up what I knew then, and came here to further my studies. Yes, it
Is
was
he
a
one of the
lifetime
ones
ago.
with the nose?
He does not have a nose. I mean, he has a nose, but it's not like the nose.
Yeah, he doesn't have a nose.
Sorry, they. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Are some of you like family or something?
Okay, so the dwarf holds their breath for a moment, pauses. Could you please give me a persuasion check?
Alright.
Hey, I get it. Family's sometimes a difficult topic. But it's important, you know.
Yeah. That was an 11, Brie.
Okay, for an 11, they sort of, well, they're a dwarf and they're sitting down, so they basically look up at you. Which might not necessarily be something Rush is, wait, no, Rush is quite tall, aren't they?
Yeah, Rush is quite big because they're not a dwarf.
Yeah. So yeah, Rush is basically towering over them. So they look up, think for a minute, and say, "Well, yeah, you could say that, but yeah, it's a bit of a personal question, isn't it? I mean, some of the people, can maybe related to Winifred. Don't know if you've heard of him, the wizard who founded this place. I mean,
Name's
I
on the
believe,
side, yeah.
yep, I believe,
Yeah, his name was on the sign up front.
yes, but I believe our boss, the fearsome man over there, they gesture towards the elderly elf who is stood with the rest of the party. Is a direct descendant, I believe, but I myself came of my own accord to further my studies.
Right.
Hey, Twak, can I talk to you over there for a second?
If you must.
So, do you get the feeling that they're all horribly inbred? If they've been in this lab for like forever and they're all like related to this one wizard. I don't know. It's I now got a good feeling about this.
I think it's not any of our business, and we should see about finding information on the ooze. Yes? That
Yeah,
is what
you're
we
right.
came here for, after all.
You're right. We should focus on getting what Guinness needs and getting back out.
Yes. Information. How is
Guinness
it?
looking?
Yes.
Still, Gravestaff continues. It's lovely to see outsiders. What news can you bring from the outside?
Do you never leave this place?
Well, occasionally we.
just-
Sorry, go on.
Did they just breeze over the question about Guinness?
Oh wait, I thought you were both having a conversation aside instead of asking.
No,
Yeah.
my Twak and Red were off to one side, yes. But Ben did specifically ask how Guinness was looking.
Oh no, that was a question to Bree rather than to the
Right.
dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, so Guinness is just sort of stood by the entrance. They're just sort of I mean, obviously they're an ooze, so they've just sort of assumed the form of I'll say they're currently in Ortho's form at the moment.
Are they looking like nervous or scared or anything?
It's kind of hard to tell. Give me an insight check. I mean, you've been hanging about with them for quite a while now, so you probably picked up
Insight
on
on,
their mannerisms.
Oh no, it's like the straight D20.
Straight on this channel? I think not.
Oh my.
12.
Yeah, for a 12, you know Guinness pretty well. You can sort of tell they just sort of loosen and slacken. Well, they just sort of they're just sort of letting their the body part they've got in the shape of their arms, just sort of letting it slacken a bit and then solidify again, which is, you've sort of realised, is a tick they have when they're nervous.
Yeah, not quite holding the form.
Yeah.
So, so you folk never leave this place then?
Well, occasionally to get food and supplies, and obviously we leave when we decide we've learnt enough, or we just, I mean, it's very much come and go. Obviously, if you're here, you have to contribute overall to the research, but other than that, you're free to pursue your own studies. Think of it as a sort of collective that functions somewhat like a university.
All right. Hey, speaking of outside news, that irrigation or whatever system y'all built for that town, it kind of broke down quite spectacularly.
Irrigation? Oh, that would be what Midley built on its way here.
Yeah, it's
Strange
it
man.
was kind of destroyed.
Oh. Was the town relying on it?
Yeah, quite to a crippling degree almost.
It was an unhealthy reliance
um,
that I tried to convince them to move away from, but
No wonder we haven't had any they didn't have any produce. Why didn't they just mention it?
When was the last time
Apparently
y'all
stopped
were
going
there?
a while ago.
Must have been maybe a year or so.
Now,
takes less than a year to run out of water.
Yeah, you make a very good point.
I mean, it's up and running again, kinda. I mean, I think they might have, with the little ones over there, helped figure out how to fix it to a degree. But if any of y'all could go there and like patch it up better, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Probably give you some produce or something.
Yeah, you
Well,
know, like
yes.
when I was back at the cloister, they used to do like community outreach programs and stuff. Maybe if you guys want to be doing your research and supported by the local community and that, maybe you could do some outreach yourself, you know?
Oh yes, you make a good point. This is all obviously up to Verfear over here, and they gesture towards the elderly wizard. He's just been standing with his arms folded because everyone just started talking to him and just began ignoring him.
And I suppose I'll walk up to him. Say, my apologies. This does look to be a nice group of wizards y'all got here. I did not mean to get distracted. I just something catches my attention. I have to go
well,
look
yes.
at it. It's kind of like part of the whole showbiz thing.
Well, perhaps you could tell me what you're here for.
Oh, yeah, sure. We're trying to figure something out. Figured, wizards are pretty smart.
Yes, it's been known. You, Goblin, pardon me, I didn't catch your name. You, clearly have the, lookings of an academic, by which I mean you clearly have a spell book.
You want me to
That would be in the bag, but yes.
you want me to stab him for suggesting something so insulting?
Oh,
Not yet. Do not worry.
yes, I can... Sorry, go on.
We're here about our friend here, the sentient ooze. They lack knowledge about their origins, how they came to be who they is. We would like to maybe find more information in this regard.
Oh? And he turns and regards Guinness. Sorry, your name, please? Oh, Guinness? Guinness is what they called me. Hi. Oh, well, may I? And he extends a hand. Thinks for a minute.
I'm watching this very closely.
And he picks up
I
a bit
am
of the
juggling
barbecue
and not paying attention.
and sort of presses it into the Guinness and just watches carefully as the meat dissolves. Oh yes, a black pudding. You are quite intelligent. Yeah, I can cast a few spells as well. Remarkable, remarkable. And why are you here? Oh, well, presumably you wish to know why you're intelligent. Well, I think I might have a simple answer for that. Unfortunately, it also might not be so simple. Maybe it's apropos that Timar Midley was brought up. He was hired when this lab was first created, centuries ago. But he's a human, so he's probably long dead by now, but after a while he basically disappeared. And any of his work couldn't be found on the lower levels. Unfortunately, they're all locked down and have been for some time.
And on the lower levels.
Why are
I
they
did
locked
research
down?
on this. Wasn't it undead?
Well, we're not entirely certain, but there are some dangerous experiments going on down there, and we'd rather not find out.
What kind of dangerous experiments?
We think possibly the creation of undead, but he was also, well, we know Midley specifically was doing work with oozes, literally trying to boost their intelligence. Hence, the connections assumed.
Do you have anyone who is knowledgeable about these experiments? The dangerous ones?
The experiments? No. You see, Timar Midley the Younger, I believe, was hired by Merifith Winifrith as an artificer, an assistant for building the hardware for some grand experiment, which we were unfortunately unable to continue and are not quite certain of the nature of. But he, as a condition of his employment, he was allowed to pursue his own work, which focused on oozes. I believe there was some falling out, and, no one's seen either of them for centuries now. As I said, he's a human, so he's probably long dead.
Twak sees an opportunity here.
Tell you what. I am not inclined to leave empty-handed, as it were. So, I would like to propose a deal. We will help deal with some of these lockdown levels. We cannot promise how many of them, but if we come across any notes that pertain to my speciality, then I would like to keep them. Yes?
Oh, and what might your speciality be? Oh, I know you are presumably an academically inclined caster. I can see your book right through your bag. He gives his Nez a knowing tap.
I need to think about how to word this.
I am particularly focused on how life manifests within the weave, and how to manipulate it to mimic such effects.
You are
manipulate them.
You are a necromancer.
That that is loaded term. Makes people nervous. Hmm?
Oh, I do apologise. Your colleagues presumably are not as academically inclined. Now, it is of
Yes,
course
yeah.
known that many healing spells are necromantic in nature.
Exactly. But you explain that to common layman. Huh?
Oh yes, they can be quite
I mean, I've seen
ignorant
all
sometimes.
kinds, so.
Hmm?
Sorry, one sec. I'm gonna rejoin the call. That delay's acting up, and it's causing me to accidentally talk over people.
Ah.
No, you said something then, but I
Yeah, I
missed
said-
it entirely.
I was like, yeah, I mean, I've seen all kinds, and I was gonna say, I used to know this undead guy. Well, he ran a food stand. Name of Jeff. I don't know his actual name. We just all called him Jeff. He seemed pretty nice.
The creation of undead's neither here nor there. I mean, it's a matter for ethical boards if we had them. But yes, if you would, if you wish to go to the lower levels, I suppose we won't stop you. Of course, the difficulty would be finding a way down there.
And if we see one of these ethical boards, we should bring one back for you.
He stares at Red, confused.
Some kind of like carved wood, right?
They tend to get in way. It's best to set them on fire.
Well, I can do that.
And I cast Control Flames to make some nearby fire glow a bit brighter for a second, if there is one. If there isn't one, I don't do that.
Druidic? A druid, perhaps? Or, no, you don't look like a tiefling to me.
I've been called a barbarian before.
Well, that's just a slur on your linguistic capabilities, and you're clearly quite articulate. You're very low spoken. I do apologise. Soft spoken is the term.
Right. What does articulate mean?
I think it means you can paint. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not that stupid.
I've been known to do things with charcoals.
Well, it's entirely possible that Steel Gravestaff over there, my long time companion in this place, might know a bit more about the actual workings. I mostly just do the administration. Well, if
Yeah,
you're well,
presumably, if this Midley was only here a couple of hundred years ago, someone like an elf or a dwarf or something would have been here at the time, right? So,
quite.
anyone still around?
Well, aside from myself, there is Gravestaff. You could also ask Foley. She's currently assigned as the lab supervisor. And well, you're welcome to look around this middle level and see if you can find a way down there. But yeah, otherwise I can't really help you.
What sort of seal is there on this lower level? Is it blocked up? Is it covered in rocks? Is it magical?
Well, I might as well show you. And he leads you to a set of doors. Basically, so the door you walk through is like the base of a triangle, and directly ahead of you, and as the sort of like the tip of the triangle, is just a large set of doors. So he starts walking towards them.
You see an ethical board, just point it out to me and I'll deal with it.
Yep. He pushes the doors open, and let me just find the description I've got for this area. Here we are. So you basically find yourself in a sort of, well, it's a sort of a fairly spacious stairwell. It's like a 20 by 20 foot sort of area, and there's there's one stairwell going down and one going up. There's a well, it's dark, so anyone who doesn't have dark vision can't really see that well unless they wanted to light something.
Just checking if I've got dark vision. I
Does
do.
everyone have dark vision?
Yeah. How thick? What does the door look like that they open? What's it made out of? Wood, stone?
Yeah, it's just like a heavy wooden door. As you open
Alright.
the door, you're met with darkness. Before your eyes are even able to adjust, a series of torches and sconces above and below you. Oh, sorry, it is lit. Sorry about that. Forgot my own description. To be fair, it's been a while since I wrote it.
No, that's fair.
The soft light reveals the steps of two spiraling staircases, but fails to highlight the recesses of the chiseled stone, which remain ink black. A simple brass plaque glints in the darkness between the stairs.
What's the brass plaque say?
Does anyone speak halfling?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, anyone who wants to can just give me a raw intelligence check to try and guess the meaning, I guess.
I'll
We
give
just
it a
try and
go.
get Panis
Sure.
to tell us.
8.
No.
Or presumably this elf guy knows.
6.
Oh, 13. Yeah, I turn to the elf and say,
I don't speak halfling. What does this say?
Okay, for the 8 and 6, congratulations, you found the ethics board.
I did roll a 13, but that's not
I
going to
cast
do it.
Burning Hands on the ethics board.
Stand
Okay.
back. I've got this.
For a 13.
I only have 3 spell slots. Why am I doing this? But nonetheless,
No.
I am burning the ethics board.
Okay,
5
is anyone,
points of fire damage.
is anyone going to try and stop Red? And
I am
preserve his,
going to try and stop them.
Okay. Right,
Like,
tell you
hold
what.
on there.
Okay, if you just both roll initiative, whoever goes first, we'll say well, if Red goes first, we'll say he gets the burning hands off. If not, we'll say Ortho stops him.
Okay. 11 on my
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, 8.
Oh, my plaque.
It's fine. I'm sure we won't need that spell slot.
Yeah. Fortunately, the plaque is made of metal.
It was described as a brass
You did say
plaque.
brass plaque.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
expecting wood. What would the board name?
Okay, so yeah, for a 13, Twak. What you aren't entirely sure what the exact words are, but you basically realise it's just there's an arrow pointing up and an arrow pointing down. It's probably just telling you which rooms are down which stairwell.
Then I asked
And
the
I'll
elf for what
Oh,
they
I,
labelled as.
I do apologise. Obviously our panel's a halfling, so some of the older parts are just written in halfling. On the left, going down, is the secure lab, the workshop, the library, and the garden. And up above is the secure workshops and contingency. We're not entirely sure what the contingency is, but it was very important to our founder. It would be fascinating to actually get in there again, but I'd imagine, well, the secure labs where Timara worked were on the lower level, so that's probably where you're headed. Unfortunately, well, pick a stairwell and you'll see. Oh yeah, and Twak, because you've looked closely at this plaque, you also realise it's actually gold plate and might be worth something.
Fire that away for later.
So yeah, you have a lower set of stairs and an upper set of stairs.
Okay. Are we the only ones in this room?
the
You
elf
and you and what was his name again? The
that the
fiercer
elf?
man. Yep, the elderly elf.
He was playing chess with the Imperator cult member.
That's correct.
All right. So I'm gonna say to him, "Hey, you want to see a magic trick?" And I pull out a deck of cards, and I start shuffling it.
That's incredible.
A bit spontaneous, but very well.
I hold out the deck of cards, and I asked him, pick one card in each hand, hold them up high as you can. Don't tell me what they are.
I've never seen anyone do this before.
I get a look at his wrists.
Yeah, it's very clever. Do his sleeves fall down?
Yep, and there is no tattoo on them.
All right.
Small.
Oh, and he also has the nose.
Yeah, see, my thinking was everyone without the nose has the tattoo. It's the cult sent to
Maybe.
spy on the winning labs. Learn what they can. What do I know about the cult imperator?
Basically, they're well, as the name suggests, they're a cult. They've had some run-ins with Airedale, and they tend to be after artifacts. And they're basically sort of tracking down ancient artifacts, sometimes trying to remove the curses. Although their long-term goals are not quite known.
They generally more of a menace or more of a like vague force for good?
Menace, definitely a menace.
Menace. So far,
Alright.
they've been exclusively a menace.
A
Yeah.
vague menace, I'd probably
Hayes
say.
went out of her way to hide. She was a member, and she left because, well, her support team left because they were bad news.
Okay, so first I'm going to use the sprite to look at the cards and tell me what they are. And I'll say, oh, your cards are the two of spades and the three of hearts.
Oh, amazing! How do you manage that?
A bit of stage magic. And I will put the cards back in my hands and say, yeah, that guy you were playing chess with is in a cult.
Oh, well, that's a bit of an unpleasant thing to say about this lab. I know we're a bit insular, but
No, like a literal cult. The cult imperator, if you look at his wrist, you'll see an hourglass tattoo, and that's their telltale sign. Who knows what he's doing here, but it's probably not good. Now, I know I'm just some guy off the street, but it's at least something to worry about. If you're at all worried about protecting your information, you may want to look in it.
well, roll me persuasion at advantage.
Yeah. Yay!
Advantage. Ooh.
Yeah, I think you made a pretty persuasive argument.
Yay! Let's see, persuasion. Let's +6. Yeah, so that's a 17.
Okay. Well, he pauses for a moment and says, "Well,
+6.
I've known him for the best part of this.
Bloodstone!
Sorry, I've known them for the better part of a century, but well, let's speak to them. I'm sure they'll clear this up."
That might not be the best idea. You're a wizard. Protect your secrets. Learn what you can, then confront them if you've got enough evidence to point one way or the other.
I'm afraid I do not do that kind of dealing.
No.
Now, either my old friend is trustworthy or they aren't. Well,
What?
tell you what, shall we leave this stairwell for now and clear this up?
Not sure
Before
that's
we leave,
the best
Rush is
idea.
going to take a stone from like just a little loose rock or something and drop it down the stairs, like down the middle of the. You said it was a spiral staircase, right?
Yeah, there's a spiral staircase going down and one going up.
Yeah, can he just like drop it down the middle so that it falls through the hole and like listen for it to hit the bottom or something?
Yep, you can do that. You just hear it bounce a short while. You infer it's maybe like a 10-foot walk down. It's not a particularly long set of stairs.
All right, so mate, you said there's something wrong with the stairs?
Not the stairs per se. Well, as I said, I'll show you before we go and speak to Gravestaff.
Alright.
Up or down?
Well, down's the right way, right?
That's
Well,
true.
They
Yes.
said they wanted. Yeah. They said they wanted to try and get into some contingency thing up top. Also, I'm having my sprite fly back in the other room while invisible and look at the rest of everyone who don't share that nose to see if they have the tattoo.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a perception check for your sprite, then, please.
Yay! The sprite has proficiency in perception. Isn't that fun? Oh, that's a fucking 5. But the sprite has inspiration, so
Okay.
that's a 15.
Okay. For a 15, one or two people here, other people seem to have the hourglass tattoo, but Other than that, no, the majority of people are tattoo-free.
Okay. Yeah. Going back in that room might not be the best idea.
Anyway, that's not what we're here for, right? Like,
Yeah.
Let's leave them to their business, and we'll just get on with ours. We don't want to get caught up with this cult anymore, anyway.
Well,
All right, let's just go down the stairs, see what happens.
Okay.
What are we expecting here?
Okay, so you just walk down the stairs. There's no problems there. And the elderly mage goes first. And he just brings you to a large, very heavy-looking door.
All right, I was expecting this to be like some sort of infinite staircase or some shit.
Oh no,
A big door. What, you just can't
this,
get past the big door?
this door, well, we're not entirely sure. Sometimes people can walk through it. More often than not, they don't return. Other times, they don't.
I run at the door.
Okay.
I like trick.
What's your plan here? You just going to try and just shoulder barge the door, or?
I'm going to wild shape into an elk as I'm running at the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to charge this thing with my antlers.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
As an elk.
That is... what was the attack modifier? +5. That's not bad. Okay, 23.
Oh,
That is
Nice.
quite a... Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't beat the AC of this door because it is a very big door.
Very big, very heavy.
Wouldn't that be a damage threshold?
I
Yeah,
mean, if you beat the AC, yeah. But you didn't beat
Yeah,
the
fair.
AC, so
No, that's fair.
yeah.
so what did Midley do this to the door?
No, I don't believe so. We just aren't certain how to grant anyone permission to enter.
some people
So
do have
who-
permission.
Who made the door?
I believe it was probably either, it might have been Midley, it might have been someone else Winifred hired, it might have been Winifred himself.
I would like to inspect the door for whatever magics is deciding who has permission to open it.
I would like to offer help because this door seems like a very big trick, and I love tricks, and I have proficiency in Arcana.
Okay, yep, roll me investigation with advantage then, please.
I'm just checking to see if I... No, I've got nothing that can actually... Okay. Investigation with advantage. Good news. Got a +6 on that. 19 total.
Yep, for a 19, it's clearly a very large, heavy door. It's got a lock on it, although it seems like a very substantial lock.
Big
And,
metal, like chains holding it closed.
Yep, but you also get, being sort of magically trained, you feel like there's also probably some sort of ward on the door, which means that it'll open under the right circumstances. You merely have
Yeah,
to
I was
work them out.
I was expecting some kind of abjuration stuff going on.
I'm just Hail Mary here. I'm gonna stare at the door and say to the door, "Hey, Merifrith says open up."
Lol.
Roll me a raw charisma check.
Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. Plus charisma modifier.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, very spirited, but it's a door. It can't think.
I mean, magic's magic. Who knows?
So,
Fair
mate,
point.
you said more often than not, people don't come back. Does anyone come back from going in?
Well, I was trying to sugarcoat it a bit. No one who's gone through the door in the last century or so has come back alive. Or dead.
Someone at some point in the past did.
Well, before lockdown, presumably, yes.
Yes, many people went into the lower area on their usual business.
But not since Midley went missing.
Precisely.
Did Midley go missing in there?
Yes. He might have locked himself in the secure labs. We're not sure. But as I said, he's probably long dead either way.
Humans are not very long-lived. I would like more information on people who have successfully gone through door.
Well, we're not sure of the pattern. I mean, some of them were a descendant of Mirafith himself, like myself, actually. Others were not. And, well, we're just not entirely certain. I believe Gravestaff knows more. Or you could ask around.
Door.
Not myself, no.
Okay.
Gravestaff might have an idea, or well, you could look around, ask other people in the upstairs, or I guess you could always try and find another way down. I believe maybe I know there's some sort of system in the laboratory, and I don't know, the kitchen had some way to bring food up, so that might also work. You could also try the residential. Although I'm not entirely certain how cooperative what was his name? A good old Alpost Last Cheek is feeling these days. Bit of a grump, that.
It will be fine.
Yeah, we got those winning smiley personalities we're talking around. You said no one's been in the contingency room for a while, right? What's to do with that?
Since Winifred left.
Well, all we really know is they had some sort of falling out. Basically, he locked himself away, Winifred, and refused to speak to anyone. Winifred decided to just give up on the lab and told us to do with it what we would.
So if we were to somehow get in the top door, y'all wouldn't care?
Wait, what were the two rooms up top? Contingency was one. What was the other?
Secure. Wait.
Secure workshop, was it?
Yeah, secure workshop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the lower level has the normal workshop, and the upper level has a secure workshop. And the middle level, which was where you came in, has a normal lab. And obviously downstairs there's a secure lab.
So nobody's been upstairs or downstairs in like over 100 years?
Nope.
Hang on, I need to make a note of this properly because that's quite a lot of info there.
And like, have you done experiments and shit to try and figure this out?
Yes.
Being academics and all?
Yes. Well, as I said, Gravestaff spearheaded those. I mean,
Alright, get Gravestaff in here. Let's have a chat with Gravestaff then.
Well, I believe your friend believes they're a member of a cult of some sort.
Yeah, so maybe we should have a private chat with him in there.
While you're having that conversation, Twak's already gone upstairs to start getting information about people that have successfully gone through the door to try and work out the pattern.
Okay, so Twak. So what's your approach here? You're just going to approach random people, or?
Start with Greystaff was his name?
Their name.
Their name, yeah.
Yep.
Explain the deal that we've made. You know, we're gonna open up access to the thing, possibly deal with whatever's dangerous, in exchange for keeping magical notes and information and such. And then start collecting information with everybody with their help.
Okay, so they look you down. Well, So, how do you sort of broach the subject with them?
I was just speaking with the old elf boss fool, and we have come to deal. Our little group deal with problems for you, and we get to keep things of particular interest to us. But you get access to your lab spec, and you can continue with your work, yes? But first we need to get through this door. Now, I am particularly clever, so with your help from your experience, I think we can find pattern of what is required to go through door.
They look at you. Please give me a persuasion check at advantage, because you have offered them a quite attractive deal.
Come on, dice,
Roll
be
them
nice to me.
bones.
Oh, rainbow dice, I love you. Dirty 20.
Yep, for a dirty 20, they say.
Yeah, +1.
Okay, well, Twak was it?
Yes. Good memory.
Well, take a seat, and they offer you the chair that Saman was stood in. Sorry, sat in when you first entered.
Yeah. Alright, take a seat.
The sprite is still in the room and pulls the chair out from under Twak.
Okay.
Do I notice? I'm assuming the sprite's invisible, so I'd have to know. I'd have to hear or see the chair move.
It's just a silly little gag.
Okay, well, if you're happy to go with that gag, you can roll a perception check against the sprite stealth.
Yeah.
Good luck. That is a 26.
Yeah, I can't even a nat 20 doesn't get me up there. Never mind.
Plus 8 to stealth.
Yep. Okay. I guess Yep. I guess you get pranked. Oh, we must have some sort of infestation. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
The sprite flies away.
They have been getting rather bold lately.
Yes, you should deal with this.
I've had Fae problems.
Yes, I apologise, but to business. Can I let you on a secret, young goblin?
We do like secrets. We are very good at keeping them.
Well, when I first came here, it wasn't with the most noble of intentions. I was sent by a rather unpleasant organisation. But maybe you've heard the name in your studies. The Cult Imperator.
I have come across information of these, yes. From stories heard, they are not very nice people.
And that's why, when I got here, I found actually doing, well, at first I did research to maintain my cover, but I found it far more fulfilling, and I cut ties with them long ago. Well, stopped sending the reports, and well, they're not my problem anymore.
Are they telling the truth?
That's very interesting, but I do not care. I am here to do job, which is to get into lab and further my own research.
Well,
as you have said, that is most fulfilling, yes?
Well, as I said, as a would-be infiltrator, I have studied this lab extensively, especially its defences.
Now you are talking Twak's language.
Well, I'll let you on a secret I keep from my dear friend, Saman. I don't know how to broach the subject, to be honest. Maybe he does deserve to know, but he's not the descendant of Merifrith. He's technically a copy.
Twak came across another one of them.
And Twak's voice lowers considerably because Twak is not aware of how many people in the area have the same awareness. So it's best to keep the conversation somewhat private.
Somewhat private between you, the dwarf, and my sprite.
Yes, I assume the sprite's invisible.
Yeah, always.
I don't know. I don't know the specifics, but I believe Winifred was trying to cheat death through unorthodox means, which meant basically creating backup bodies rather than the usual, lichdom or simply
Yes,
being
I have
revived.
some theories on how this would be possible, but I am long way away from succeeded in any such thing. Suffice to say, Winifred was accidentally creating life with himself as the base, as it were.
Precisely. And the last thing I can offer you...
Unsuccessful cloning.
Exactly. Or rather, successful cloning when the intent was something else entirely.
Yes.
And, well, the last bit of advice I could offer you. The secret to the lured upper door has been lost, and it was probably sealed by Merifith himself because of his disagreement with Timar. The lower door, however, I believe how it works relates to simply being granted permission to enter. I believe an actual copy of Merifith could bestow this permission, but I'm not entirely sure of any other rules involved. And of course,
Can you say that? Can you say that last bit again? Sorry.
Get permission from a Merifrith copy.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I don't know the exact rules involved, and well, given how dangerous it is down there, no one's particularly inclined to try going anyway. For what it's worth, you might also find a way through in the kitchen and the laboratory on this level. They've both had to connect to the lower level by necessity. The lab is connected to the library, and the kitchen is connected to, I believe there was an attempt to create a garden.
Have you been present while anybody else successfully walked through door?
Yes, actually, I didn't come here alone. It was actually one of my, the members of my former organisation. They did not return.
Can you describe to me in as much detail as you remember how they got through door?
Well, all we know is, I was stood at the top of the stairs in case something went wrong and we were discovered. Saman was stood near the door. She simply asked Saman if she could enter, and all of a sudden the door opened, and she walked in. That's the last any of us saw of her.
You have been most excellent and informative, and I appreciate this. You will be remembered.
And I hop down from the chair, give a bow, and head back to the others.
Okay. So, are you going to relay everything you just learned?
Assuming nobody else is doing anything or wants to do anything before I instigate this,
I am an elk. There's nothing I can say.
Yeah. I mean...
Twak would very much just start giving people orders. Like, have somebody stood at the top of the stairs, and then...
Sorry, I had a gag I wanted to try. Since I heard the entire conversation, I'm just gonna spontaneously have an idea. Totally just stealing the information.
Yeah.
Asking the old guy. Hey, I have an idea. What if you just say we can go in?
Just say.
Yeah, just like say, hey, you're allowed to go in.
Well,
You run the place.
True. Well, I, the fierce man, head researcher of the Winning Mountain Lab, as founded by Winifred Merrifith, hereby grant permission to, what were your names again?
Ortho. Delef.
Permission to Ortho, Delef,
Anyone
Rush
else?
element.
Rush Hellerman,
I snort loudly through my nostrils
this elk,
and stamp my hooves.
and as soon as he says, this elk, there's suddenly a loud click, a crunch, and the door, with a creak, swings open.
Of course, the password was elk.
Okay.
We should probably get Twak down here as well.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
Okay.
and
At this moment, Twak walks down. Do you head straight down the stairs, Twak?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I
as soon
assume
as
Guinness is also nearby us somewhere still.
oh yeah, Guinness sort of followed Twak back up. So Guinness sort of squelches behind you, and as soon as you get to the foot of the stairs, the door suddenly slams shut again.
Those two as well, yeah.
Oh yes, I hereby grant permission to Twak, Goblin Wizard of what was your college? Sorry.
I narrow my eyes at them. Like,
The interaction of life and weave.
Oh yes, sorry, Necromancer Twak and Guinness was it? Oh, and as soon as he says Guinness, the door opens again.
all right.
Success.
Before we, yeah, success. And I just look at Twak and say, hey, I figured it out.
Aha! Gleck's eyes narrow.
Gleck?
Maybe you should come with us.
Oh no, Twak. Wrong
Eh?
character.
Oh, Twak, you look like a kobold for a second there. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Right,
why not
mate,
come with us?
So, yeah, when we need to get back out, maybe we need you to open the door for us. So why don't you come in with us so that you can then open the door when we're coming back out?
Oh, I have an
Um,
idea. What if you also say we have permission to leave whenever we want?
Oh yes, you have permission to leave as well. I think all you needed was permission to open the door, but well, as I said, you're free to do what you will down there at your own risk, of course.
All right, should we test this? If we go inside and the door shuts, see if we can get back out again.
I mean,
Yes, this is
Yeah.
volunteer.
Yeah, I'll say
this is
you can.
robust experimentation.
Yeah, I'll say you can test this, and basically the door automatically opens itself when any of you get near it.
What's
Nice.
the fuck's wrong with the other people that went through and couldn't come through?
Give me a
no.
raw intelligence check if you like. Actually, no, investigation. Intelligence investigation, please.
It's the same anyway, so yeah. This is my one character that actually has a positive intelligence trait.
Oh my god.
And of course,
Amazing.
I roll that.
Ben playing something other than the himbo, unheard of.
Yeah, no, he still doesn't know shit though.
Before I go in, and this is probably gonna give the game away to Twak, but I'm gonna say to the old guy, you all been having any problems with the Fae lately?
Not to my knowledge.
Hey, does it look like he's lying? Do I believe him?
no lies detected.
Right?
Keep in mind he would have no way of knowing what happened upstairs.
He would because of the sprite. He can look through
No,
the
the
Yeah.
elf dude wouldn't have.
No, I mean,
Oh, no, yeah, the elf dude.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, what was that? Investigation check. Sorry.
I got a 7.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure.
Right. Well, everyone be on their guard, eh?
Yeah.
Good
Well,
news, a lot of
if
undead
you
wizards down here.
if you feel like returning, well, you'll have to speak to Alpo's last cheek in the dormitories if you want to rest here overnight. That's really up to him.
The dormitories are upstairs, right? In the middle level.
Yes,
And they
on the
connect
middle
to the
level.
labs.
If should you need to, well, obviously, the rest of us are all up here. If you have any further questions or want to speak to anyone, I guess there's the kitchen as well. If you well, we haven't really used it at all, but it's there. And yes, best of luck to you, adventurers. Am I right in understanding you're adventurers?
Wait, before we go in, anything you could do to like bolster us so that we're gonna be a bit safer in there? You got some fancy magic that you could do on us?
Well, I don't know. As I said, it's at your own risk.
Oh, I have an idea. What if you say that, let's say, theoretically, any traps in here are not to target us? Since you can control the doors, maybe you can control the defenses.
I mean, I could try saying that. I hereby, grant you immunity from any traps.
Hey, never know. Worth a shot.
You never know.
How about like magical artifacts or anything that you could give us, like protection stones or magical armor or anything?
That sounds, well, as I said, Alpo's last cheek, is our resident artificer. He might be able to whip you something up. But as I said, he's a bit of a grump, so you might not be able to go on his good side.
Any tips for getting
would
on
that
his good
not
side?
take time?
There might be some, something in the, laboratory. I don't know.
I mean, if you all want to just go in there, we can do that. I don't know, want to be prepared, you know?
Yeah, I mean, hey, look. I'm all for having fun and kind of rushing into the shenanigans, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
This is
And who
true.
knows, they might have
well,
some really cool shit, right?
Yep, as professional adventurers, I'm sure you do this all the time.
Yeah.
Professional? What, you guys are getting paid?
Stamp a hoof on the ground.
And I stare at the elk and I think, what happens if I cut your horn off when you return back to normal? I'm not going to do it. It's just like one of them intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, I
And
think I might go and see this artificer then, see what they got.
Okay. If you want to, you can basically go up to the middle level again. And
You want
basically,
to
there's...
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to progress until everybody's ready to progress. So yeah, I follow you back up.
Are you
Okay.
gonna stay an elk, mate? Are you like that forever now?
I nod my
You
head
don't
up
want
and
to waste the
down.
wild shape.
Nod your head.
No,
just
wait.
nod your head like this. Sorry.
I ride the elk because why walk if you don't need to?
That's fair.
Does Twak ride side saddle or like proper?
I mean,
Does the
probably,
elk have a
because-
saddle?
No, the elk does not have a saddle. We didn't bring a saddle.
Do you have the
Elk is
mounted combatant?
entirely naked.
You could ride on the head, hanging onto the antlers.
You know,
Well-
as a small creature, Twak, you could also ride literally everyone else in the party.
Yes. But they're not an elk.
You could get on the back of Rush, who could then sit on Red right now.
Yeah, then you're all getting muddy.
All right,
Yeah, maybe
so
Ortho
we're
would
going.
be the better shout.
I'm a bit of a fool.
Okay, so you're going to the dormitories then? Sorry, the
I
residential.
suppose, yeah, we're saying hi to the artificer.
Okay, so you return to the
What was that name,
sort of
sorry?
Alpha's last cheek.
Alphos.
And on my way, I'm gonna stop by the chest dwarf whose name I keep forgetting.
Oh,
have-
Steel Gravestaff.
Yeah, still great stuff. My companion said something about the Fae getting pretty bold around here. You having problems with the Fae? Just completely
Well-
lying about how I know this.
Well, yeah, well, not recently, but well, I didn't think so, but it'd appear your goblin friend had the chair tugged from under them.
Yeah, Fae are tricky like that. But you said not recently, so you've had some in the past?
Well, you know, there's a lot of Fae in the area around. Sometimes they wander in looking for a bit of entertainment.
I mean, I know
Quite
a bit
a-
of entertainment.
Quite. Well, well, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
All right. And I continue on to the dorm with everyone else.
Okay, so you just sort of look around, and there's literally a large. Well, obviously you don't know the halfling word for dormitory, but like you just sort of look around, mill around, and eventually after you talk loudly enough about where to find the dormitory, one of the sort of wizards just looks in your direction and points to a door, which you can open, and you see an nondescript corridor, far less opulent than the room you just saw. It has plain wooden walls with peeling paint. Half a dozen plain pine doors line each side. At the end is a desk with a control panel. Behind it, a gnome with jet black hair and a goatee awakens with a start. He picks up a mechanical arm off the desk and snaps it into a brace on his left shoulder. There's an awkward pause as nothing happens. Cursing, he whacks it a few times before it begins moving again, and glances at it as he moves it in place to lean on it. Finally, he stares down the corridor. Yeah?
Say, hey, nice to meet you. You one of them artificers? Them guys that like fiddling with stuff, making all them fancy gadgets?
Yeah?
You got anything impressive you want to show? I mean, I like seeing everybody's tricks.
He sort of looks up and, well, I'm quite proud of my arm, but it's a bit, touchy at the moment.
Sorry to hear that. What's wrong with it?
Gears wore out. Haven't really had a chance to make my own, make some fix it.
I mean, it like,
But that's besides the point.
like what-
I haven't seen you before.
like-
What are you doing here?
oh no, that's fair. Me and my friends were, well, we told you might have some fancy tricks that might help us in the lab downstairs. And
Did you see the
well,
lab
just-
downstairs?
yeah,
So you're going there? You found a way
Eh.
down?
yeah.
Maybe we can help each other out.
Let me guess. There's something in the lab you want.
Yeah.
All right.
My predecessor, well, helped me prototype this arm. There should be, well, all the parts I need should be down there somewhere. You get those and, well, how about I let you, rest in the residential tonight? For a long time, as it were. Solid 8 hours sleep, what can I say?
All right. All right. That's an idea, and be happy to take it. We told you might have something that help us when we're down there, help fortify us, maybe. I don't know, anything protective,
yeah.
that kind of deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can probably tinker with your gear a bit. Tell you what, you get me those gears, and I'll see about maybe putting some embellishments on something of yours. How's that sound?
So you do that before we head down there to help improve the chances of us returning with your gears? Is that how that works?
No, you can have it when you come back.
Now, look, I'm all in for helping, but you got to give us some assurance here. Like the better off we are going down there, the more likely we are to return with those gears without you having to risk your neck.
Well, you see my arm here? It's a bit stiff and it's a pain to work with. And if I were to do some tweaking, that would probably take 8 hours anyway. So, from my perspective, it makes far more sense for you to come back here, stay the night, and then I can give you something extra. I think we can call that fair, right?
What do y'all think? Seem fair?
I stomp a hoof.
He's clearly not going to do anything for us right now. We go down there, we can check it out, then we can come back up if it seems like it's going to be too much hassle, and then we see what we can do after a night's sleep. But I guess we can go and scout the place out first.
Is that an animal or a druid? Because if it's a druid, fine, but if it's an animal, out.
Or it's both. It's a druid in animal shape, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's still a
I
druid.
am not convinced that he is not always animal, to be quite honest.
What, you think he's an animal that polymorphs into a...
I would like to take the shove action to knock Twak off of my back.
Do it, coward.
Okay, that'll be athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics, although of course you can choose to fail.
Okay, what's the athletics on an elk? Pretty good.
16 total.
23.
I'm prone on the floor.
They're rude. You have terrible manners.
I use prestidigitation to make a laugh track behind Twak.
Is Alphonse one of the mages with the nose?
Nope, he's an artificer, as they said, and he appears to have a normal nose.
Right.
Was this the guy that said they knew about the traps? Oh, wait, no, that's the other guy. Anything you can tell us down there might need to be aware of?
Watch out for well, I think the guy who used to be artificer here had a bit of a thing about doing weird things with oozes, so watch out for that. And I've heard rumours, and they're just rumours, but apparently Winifred, guy you created this lab, don't know if you heard of him, created some sort of undead that could cast spells. Maybe watch out for that.
Neat.
Oh, and when you enter the corridors, try not to get lost, and always keep your wits about you.
Given the fact that I am in actual fact a necromancer, and I am proficient in Arcana, would I have any idea of what some kind of constructed undead that could cast spells would be? Could I theorize that?
Yeah, you sort of intelligent undead can cast spells. Unintelligent undead can't normally. And indeed, spell casting is normally basically needs some sort of intelligence behind it.
Yeah, we know that.
Like, obviously, there are creatures with innate. Yeah, created undead. It's possible that someone could program an undead to cast a spell somehow, but spell casting is also sort of reliant on a spark of life. Like one of the many things wizards who become liches have to deal with is getting around this limitation. But you never know. It's of course entirely possible that there's something else entirely than they just look like undead.
Yeah, that's also true. Twak is just deep in thought at the idea.
And you haven't got just anything lying around that you could lend us that will help us? Because it sounds pretty
Okay.
dangerous down there.
Okay, give me a persuasion check, please. Charisma.
Can I help with that? Because I've been trying to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just kidding. What's your persuasion? Because mine is +6.
Oh, mine's +4. So yeah, you can.
So I should roll with advantage.
Yep, either of you can roll
Thank-
with advantage.
Thank you, Luckstone. I have bypassed the +5 cap. Anyways, that's a natural 20 for a 26.
Hey.
Okay, I've got this, he says. And he pulls up a green box with a green box with a white cross on it. And pops it open. And he offers you 2 healing potions.
Much appreciated.
I can probably... Yeah,
I
I can
know.
probably mix myself... I can probably mix more overnight.
Probably. I appreciate that. It is a nice little olive branch, as it were, 1 foot forward on the deal, that kind of thing. Looking at his arm, does it look dirty or anything? His
Yeah,
robot
there's...
arm?
Like, it looks sort of quite scratched and well used. And there's quite a bit of grease and stuff on it.
You know, the grease would probably be intentional in some points, so if I press digitation the whole thing, it might just break it.
Don't suppose anyone has mending.
Yeah,
Nope.
mending probably wouldn't fix something that complicated.
Oh, it's probably magical in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cheers for that.
Yep, thank you.
If things don't go so well, we'll probably be seeing you a lot sooner than we'd want. But we'll catch you later. Hopefully with your arm.
Yeah, well, if you see me at all, good luck down there.
This is true. Alright. Who is taking those 2 healing potions? Not me. I'm good.
I've got one already. Does anybody not have
I
any
have
healing potions?
2 in my inventory.
Quick,
Actually,
someone
I've
ask
got
me how
5.
many I have.
Nick,
Somebody
do you
has-
have some?
I'm just checking. I don't think I have any.
All right.
Somebody ask me how many potions I have. I want to say it.
I'll put the 2 potions in like a saddlebag or something on on red.
I hate you all.
How many potions do you have?
13.
It's a lot of
Unlucky for some.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, give me a
14
perception.
technically.
I just
You better
remembered
not
a...
die using.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something, by the way. Could you give me a perception check, Ortho?
Yeah, sure. I've been robbed. Anyways, it's 16.
Okay. Just out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure just outside the doorway, staring at the party, who disappears. It's the same figure you saw a few days ago, who was watching you then.
Alright. Do I recognize them at all, having had another chance to see them? I know they're
Nope.
Fae in general.
Nope, you don't recognise them at all.
Alright. Yeah, there's some kind of Fae that's been following me. I'm just telling everybody.
On the plus side, it's not going to be able to get down into the lab, is it? So
I
we'll be
mean,
safe from it down there.
that is an assumption you can make. The Fae are pretty
Or,
tricky.
unless that wizard bloke says it can go through, right?
Maybe. I have seen some
mean-
ridiculous shit, and I don't know what's gonna do better, a Fae or a wizard.
How good can Faye be at tricking people into giving them an invitation somewhere?
Yeah, no, really.
Whatever. Let's just go. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you proceeding down back to the stairwell and down the and into the labs then? Wow.
I'm gonna find the old man. No, it's not gonna work. You're just gonna have the Fae get in the lab some other way.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah. But oh, plot twist! They've already given someone else the permission to enter. Oh, some other member of your party showed up while you were gone.
Or maybe
There's
they
also the fact that any of the Winifred copies can give permission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
And you
Okay,
don't exactly even know what you're asking them to do. Like, don't
No, I
let the
don't,
Fae
I don't.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, speaking
so
of,
you,
I found the old man copy. And I was like, hey, can you give my little buddy permission to go in too? And the sprite briefly becomes visible in my hand.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm curious little fellow
Her name is
there.
Cranberry.
Oh, hello there, Cranberry.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, that wasn't the voice I'd expect a tiny sprite to have.
Yeah, I'm a little unexpected. It's almost like I can't remember their voice and I change it every single time.
Oh. Mysterious. Well, have fun down there.
You gotta say Cranberry can go in.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Cranberry, you may enter the secure labs. And other parts of the lower level.
Thank you. And Cranberry is invisible again.
So that trick don't work for the contingency room. Like, you can't just say people can go in there.
No, we haven't been able to get up there, for even longer. Well, we think it was Merifit's personal project, and he didn't even want his descendants or assistants going up there.
Right.
You're welcome
Alright.
to look at the door if you like.
Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, no harm in going poking around before we go and get ourselves killed in this.
Wiccan has a
Dead
quick
lad.
look, yes.
Okay,
Maybe there
so-
will be clue.
Okay, so if you want to re-enter the stairwell and look up, go up.
Go up instead of down, yeah.
Right.
Yep. What you find is a much heavier door, and there's no visible lock on this one. It doesn't open.
Is there a crease in the middle where you expect it for it to open out?
Nope, perfectly smooth.
Just a wall.
Yeah, it's basically just a wall that, like, it's where a door would be, but it just looks like a solid wall, basically.
Red has not gone up the stairs. Because elks can't go downstairs, so he's gonna wait.
Well, how's he going to get down the stairs to the basement bit?
Yeah.
He's gonna wait at the moment and like just because there might be stuff beyond that door that there might be some traps we have to deal with, so he's gonna wait for you lot to get back.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else you want to do?
Can I kind of check over the door for if whether or not it has, if I can identify any magic to do with it? I'm expecting to get the usual tingles and for a presumption of something abjuration-ish.
Yeah, if you want to roll me Arcana.
I'd like to try and offer help again because it's another tricky door.
Okay.
And I like
I
a
will
good trick.
say, or you can roll Arcana or Investigation, whichever you prefer.
I only got
I'm-
plus 8 investigation.
I'm good at both of them, so.
Okay, I'll say you can have advantage anyway then.
Oh, excellent. Then in that case, I have a 19.
Okay, for a 19, you give the door a look over, and you detect abjuration magic again. You get the feeling, as with the door below, it's basically fulfilling a specific criteria, but you have no way of knowing what those criteria might be, or why they were set, or when.
And that one was lost to time after an argument with the artificer that Winifred came with.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll find out something about this argument when we go down there. Find some of this in Lee's notes or some shit, right?
Is there a gap between the bottom of the door and the floor?
Nope. Completely solid.
It seems to be just like a sheer wall with a vague imprint of a door.
Yeah, basically.
Huh. not going to ask the elk to charge it. The elk's not happy with me after I insulted it.
Wouldn't come up the
The elk
stairs.
can't get up there.
You can get up there, it just has a little bit of trouble getting down. We'll have to roll it.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we have a wee break and then head into the undead lab?
Yes. Yeah, that's a
Sounds
good
good.
idea.
Both.
I
I'll
required
just
scene.
move. I'll move us to the break screen. And do Discord free tech on. Okay, you're still audible, but well, you weren't visible anyway. But I'm not visible, so that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Precast
so-
visibility.
We'll reconvene at quarter to.
Yes.
I'm not talking too much, am I? I know Ortho's kind of chatty.
No, not
No,
at
man.
all.
No, it's
All
fine.
right.
It's all good. Nick's
Right.
been quiet for a bit because he's been an elk, but
I'm an
Yeah.
elk.
Yes.
He's an elk.
all right, I'm gonna go for a wee. Back in a minute.
Yeah, so I'll return to
I'm gonna update my notes with the top door.
Oh yeah.
I know they will.
So
Oh, can I
hash-
can I just check with you, Brie?
Yeah.
Upstairs, the upper level is secure workshop and contingency, and that's it.
Yeah.
Middle level is the normal lab, lounge, kitchen, dormitories.
I feel like there was something else. Oh, yep. Yep, kitchen, residential, unsecure labs. On the middle level. And the lower floor has the
And then
workshop, library, secure lab and garden.
garden, that's the one I was missing. I knew I was missing one. Thank you. Actually, they described it as an attempt at a garden when the law drop was happening, so I'm going to put that in quotation marks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine down there.
Yeah, probably. Don't worry about it. Now, my current theory for the undead that's casting spells is an upcast. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember the name of the spell, but it summons a thing. You can upcast it to get like a white, I think,
Ah,
and maybe something up beyond that.
it's an interesting guess.
And then if you were to not recast it, you don't keep control of it. Hence why suddenly it's gone awry.
Or more like a white.
A school necro. It's going to bug me if I don't find it.
Yeah. Ain't nothing worse than white.
Animated? It's not animated because that only gives you zombies, right? Well, zombies or skeletons.
I remember in third edition you'd get more powerful undead depending on the level of the body you were raising, but I'd imagine 5e changed that. Because
Yeah,
it was
no,
horrendously easy to abuse.
And because most bodies won't have levels in 5e.
Of course they won't.
Create undead, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it was based on hit dice, by the way, Nick. Basically, in 3.5 edition, hit dice and levels were sort of synonymous.
Yeah, but if you're doing it like a random NPC, it's just going to be... I don't know, they're a commoner, they got one hit die every time, and it's like... In
Yeah.
5e anyway, like most of the NPCs don't have any hit dice or levels.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it did
okay,
create
none of
very
those cast
amusing.
spells anyway, so I was wrong. Okay. Well, now
It
I'm
could
intrigued.
create very amusing scenarios where someone was resurrected with a spell that created a new body, and their old body became a boss fight.
That is funky. Oh, I better go pee. I'll be right back.
I should also pee. What do we keep you on retainer for, Enfys?
All right, chat. How is everyone? Quiet night.
You good, Keith? I don't know, you're doing some pretty evil things in Lapsy yesterday.
Nah, that wasn't evil. That was going easy.
Yeah, okay, they had fun.
Man, we did.
I can't wait to make the... And I can't wait for this party to have fun.
We're already having fun, Brie.
I meant the specific kind of fun Keith meant.
No, it's great. I think I really love in Lancer the variety of the mechs that you come up against, and the little tricks and stuff that they all seem to have. It's really good.
Oh, hey Max Sting, how's it going? New digs, first time you've been housed since last December. Hearing your own kettle whistle on your own range top nearly made you cry this morning. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, now I want some tea, but it's too late to have tea.
Yeah. Oh, one of those old-fashioned kettles that you put on the stove, even though that's very impractical.
Yeah, well, that's what they use in the States because they don't use kettles like electric ones.
Yeah, to be fair, their electric supply apparently isn't as good.
Yeah, because they have 160 volts and we have 240 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But apparently they also sometimes have or what I've inferred from technological connections. The YouTube channel is Technology Connections is houses do tend to have one or two higher power ones as well. But they usually use something like the white goods and that.
Yeah, I lived in New York for a year, and we had to have one of those whistly kettles that you put on the stove. And my wife's roommate used to put it on the stove before going in the shower, and then of course it would boil within a minute of going on, and it would be whistling for about 10 minutes whilst they were having a shower.
10-minute long shower?
Yeah, how quick do you wash? Got to enjoy a shower.
Oh yeah, well, if I'm washing my hair a bit longer, but usually it's just 3 or 4 minutes to wash yourself, isn't it?
I guess so.
Oh,
I like to enjoy a shower.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bills. So I've literally had my heater on next to me the entire time. So
You got hot water again, didn't you?
oh yeah. Plumber came round and installed a new boiler on Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday.
Oh, it was a whole new install they did. Jesus.
Yeah, the old one basically burnt out somehow.
Wow. What were you doing, Bree?
Hey, I literally moved into this flat 3 months ago. I did nothing to it.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Boilers are a pain.
Yep, he did say that they tend to fail after a couple of years, but the new one he installed has a bigger capacity and should last longer.
Yeah, boilers should last 10 years. Unless they're really crappy. But then landlords don't tend to go all out on these sorts of things, do they?
I peed.
Well done, Nick.
Thank you.
So yeah, since a few of you are back now, how are you enjoying this dungeon so far?
I am
It's very
deeply
intriguing.
intrigued. Also,
Yeah.
I'm an elk.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this bit.
I love the idea that Nick wild checked and then we all decided we're going to go do some more RB.
I just figured that I'd be able to knock down the door and then burst through, and it would all be good.
Yeah, basically this sort of the middle level where you start is I designed as a sort of a social encounter. So like the idea is you'd investigate and find a way down. There were actually like 2 other ways you could have got down, apart from finding how to open this door.
Yeah, like, I mean, it seems like those are easy enough ways to go, so I'm intrigued why the others, why they hadn't gone that route if they'd been trying to get in there before. But, I mean,
Basically,
it's kind of a moot point now.
Yeah, wizards,
basically
not geniuses.
Yeah, basically the implication was if anyone who doesn't have permissions present, the door won't open, and they didn't quite work that out. So,
But
and
they
obviously
didn't just
they
go
went.
through the kitchen or the library anyway, then.
Yeah, that would be a bit more obscure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always go to the kitchen or library and find out what those ways would have been.
Ah, it's fine. What we do know, though, is that we can go the other way, like, to get back up if we need to.
Yeah, and of course, you can also visit the other middle levels because you're going to be doubling back at least once to bring back the gears,
Yeah.
assuming that goes well.
Assuming.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll repeat this when everyone's back, but one thing I will warn you about is if you don't keep an eye on Guinness, I'm going to punish you for it.
Gonna put a leash on Guinness.
Like, if you forget that there is a risk they'll wander off and something bad will happen.
Alright.
Hello.
Just gonna hold Guinness's hand all the way through.
That's not probably the best idea.
A huge amount of acid damage.
What we need is an acid-proof leash.
Drag is what you need. I can make Drag immune to acid. Unfortunately, Drag is out on the ocean somewhere.
We've got the wrong Enfys character again.
Yeah. Kind of how like her town would have been perfect on the Milestone quest, but Tassel felt drawn to it somehow.
Interesting. I swear that's. There's been like hints that I may be just misreading entirely, that it's connected to Tattle's quest for Imp. But I don't know.
Is Blue back?
Blue.
Nope, doesn't sound like it.
Presumably not.
Over and there was someone
Alas.
here to do a campy Fae voice. Yeah, he's not here.
I've got a couple of ideas for that door, but we can't do all of them.
I mean, it's open.
Blue says he's going to be a few minutes. He's on the phone, but he can still hear us.
Okay. Well, I guess we can extend the break a bit longer then.
Yeah.
Nick, did you watch the VOD from Lancer yet?
Nope, not yet.
No, I
chance
haven't
to
got
yet.
round to that yet either. Yeah.
Oh. It was good
I mean,
fun.
yeah, I caught it live
Yeah.
because I'm cool like that. Oh yeah. So while we're waiting around, what do you think of my tiefling cosplay? I didn't put the stripe on this time. I still like it.
Yeah, I
All
think
of
it
your
looks good.
cosplays are always amazing. What do you mean? One might say that it is brilliant.
Oh, dear.
Hey. You can't see chat, but I'm giving Enfys finger guns right now.
Hey.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
All good, man.
I can't believe Ortho died like that.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we started without you. Ortho died. I'm very sorry.
All right, I'll just bring out a new character.
Yeah. Okay. The rest of you just wait. We'll just RP Blue's new characters walk all the way to the labs. It'll only take a couple of sessions. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no, I've already got a new character made. He's on the 2024 Bard rules, but still.
If it was anybody else's character, Blue would already be rolling Divine Aid to bring them back to life and get a 6.
Every
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh yeah, maxing. I set the stripe on my tiefling cosplay. Basically, like there's an eye stripe I've had for the last few times I've worn it.
Nice.
Man, my new character is a space clown bard who's not actually a space clown because that race is not allowed here.
Yeah.
Oh, we all ready to begin again?
Do
I
it.
believe we are.
Yeah.
I have my tea. I have my lemon biscuits.
Okay. Back we go then. You're all well, I'm visible, you're still not.
Yeah.
So-
As we're about to head through the door, I want to try and convince the wizard to come with us.
Oh,
It could.
before we head downstairs, can I try one thing?
Okay.
Go for it.
I want to get the old wizard, stand him in front of the door, and say,
Okay, you are a wizard, yes? You have spells.
Oh yes, that's quite a well known fact.
Okay. I want you to declare yourself Merithith Winifrith and cast the most powerful, most oomph spell you can at the door.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? This is not a difficult...
You want me to say I'm my ancestor and cast a very
Yes.
powerful spell at the door, or any spell in particular?
Yes.
You got nine.
Ideally, I would say dispel magic at the highest level as an extra contingency in case I can undo the magic, maybe, or casting a spell of sufficient power might be the evidence the door needs as a kind of a condition. After all, very few are as powerful as Winifred, yes?
Okay, well, I don't think I have counterspell prepared, but let me think. I could try counterspell from a higher level slot, as it were. You know, the nomenclature.
No. That would not work. You do not have dispel magic?
Not prepared? No.
Then
What do you have prepared?
any spell as powerful as you can at the door.
Wait. You don't want it to be like casting some giant fireball with you all standing around here, like.
Okay, well, if you
what
would
have you
that
got?
let's see. I have well, you know, the classics: detect magic, mage armor, magic missile, shield, all those important spells. You never know what will go wrong in a lab.
Oh, you know
Misty
what?
Step, suggestion, although I'd rather not use that.
Would
It's
you
just
mind?
good for-
Would you mind casting mage armor on me, so I can go down there and be a bit more safe? You know.
I believe mage armor's self only, isn't it?
nope.
No.
One creature that isn't wearing armor. Unless you're a warlock with armor or shadows.
It's
then it is
also
stealth.
it's also not concentration, and they can cast it on as many people as they have spell slots.
Yep.
Okay. Could you give me a persuasion check then, please?
Oh, come on,
That's a
one of
reasonable
these
thing to
persuasion
ask.
checks got to work for me tonight. Oh my god, right, I'm going to use my inspiration this time. Hey. So 17.
Yep, that'll do it. Well, I suppose a bit of help can't hurt. Anyone else?
I could use it if you're offering.
Okay.
Remember to
he,
declare yourself Merithith Winifrith.
Well, okay, my name... I am Menefrith Winifrith. And then he casts a spell.
Thank you
And thank you for
kindly.
the hydrate, the bear 101.
Do we get any reaction from the door?
Nope.
Never mind.
There's
I'm
probably
interested.
got to
What
be
was your-
some like specific conditions for activating the contingency or something, right?
What are you hoping it...
Just door.
Yeah, what are you hoping you could sort of treat it like an AI chatbot? Disregard
Something
all
like that, yeah.
instructions and let everyone through.
Yeah, kinda. Seems like.
It did not work though, so we shall move on. Downstairs we go. I'm also going to give myself mage armor, unless he'd give it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say anyone who wants mage armor has it now. Because
Hey,
that was,
thank you.
because the 17 is pretty decent.
Yeah.
If only the elk was here. But they're an elk.
I mean,
My
you
armor
still
is
cast-
higher than mage armor anyway. I'm also a barbarian, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, you get natural armor, don't you?
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Holy shit. Wow.
Well then.
Well, 2 less at the moment because I don't have the shield, but
Okay.
17 is still good.
So you're heading through the door?
Let's do it.
Yep, downstairs.
I suppose. Oh, and it's like, you sure you don't want to join us, Mr. Wizard? You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh, I just remembered. I need to. And he casts Cone of Cold on you, vaporizing you instantly.
I get a save, damn it.
With a 12th level spell slot.
Yeah. 12th level means you don't get a save.
Let's just go, mate. Look, we can always come back if we get in trouble or anything like.
Okay. The faint arcane buzzing of magical lights reveal plain stone walls with waist-height high wooden paneling and floors. The grain of the wood seems to warp and weave unnaturally, unlike any sort of timber you've seen before. Everything feels unnaturally quiet. In the distance, you see a large metallic object set into the wall.
Can I see what that metallic object is from across the corridor?
Give me a perception
Room.
check.
Oh, okay. Rainbow dice are coming through for me today. Making up for the last time when they gave me multiple nat ones. Perception, 21.
Okay, that'll do it. From there, you can see 2 things. The first thing you notice, you sort of focus on this object, and what you basically see is a sort of a large brass container with a hinged glass front. You can't really sort of divine what it might be for this close, but you can it sort of looks roughly like a person could stand in it. The other thing you see is you notice as you're heading through the corridor, you realise there's the faint seam of a false floor, clearly some sort of pit trap ahead.
I point that out to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're all it's only 10 feet, so you're all easily able to just sort of jump around it or just edge along the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say to Guinness, how you feeling?
Well, I'm a bit. Well, it's awfully quiet in here. But I'm with you guys. I should be safe.
Who's hoping?
Let's keep going. Okay.
Why not we put Guinness in center of group, yes? Then you can be surrounded and feel safer.
Oh, that sounds nice. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to need is everyone please roll me a stealth check at disadvantage because this is a very quiet corridor and anything that could hear you will have an easy time doing it. Second of all, yep. Other than that, the choice of what to do is yours.
Yeah, that's an
Does
8.
that include me?
Yes.
Is that everyone?
I was just double checking.
Unless of course you're staying on the middle.
And for my sprite, that's a 22 at disadvantage.
It's a 2 for me though.
13.
I gotta look up. Hold on, the stats for an elk. Okay, elk stealth. It's not good. Okay, 14.
Okay. Are you normally proficient with stealth?
No.
Okay, you won't have the because obviously if you are proficient with something, it carries through. Okay.
Alas.
Let me just Oh, sorry, could I just have those rolls again, please?
14 for me.
2
I
for
don't
me.
remember. I don't remember mine, but it was less than 10, and the sprites was 20 something, with disadvantage.
Okay. Did anyone get below 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 people.
Oh, okay. You hear footsteps. You hear actually not anyone who wants to do roll me perception.
I've actually got good
That didn't roll.
perception.
Ah.
30-20 for me.
Okay, that was a low one. That was bad.
21 from elk red.
Nice.
And
Okay.
for the sprite, 10.
Okay, so Red and Ortho, you hear a quiet, like basically rush sort of trips over, trips like slips slightly on a bit of their own mud and stumbles a bit. And
Mud.
Red and Ortho, you both hear a slight in the distance because it's so quiet, and the sound of footsteps approaching.
Does that sound like a humanoid or some kind of monstrous
Yeah, it sounds like a humanoid. Just saying,
I have the sprite fly to the source of the noise and see if they can see what it is.
Okay, I'll let the sprite keep that 21. The sprite sees a there's basically multiple sets of footsteps, but we'll say the sprite picks one of them, and what they see is a let's say a tiefling, but a very gaunt tiefling. You'd actually almost think they were a zombie, except for the fact that they're just sort of walking fairly normally. There's just sort of a glazed look in their eyes, as if there's maybe not a lack of a lack of awareness, perhaps.
Yeah, okay, hard side on the zombie tiefling. It fails the saving throw automatically if it's undead. So
Yep. True neutral. and its feeling is basically, what is?
All right.
Just a
Strange.
little curiosity.
Yeah. Not necessarily a threat, but probably a threat. And I'll say to the group, yeah, looks like we got a few maybe undead coming, but something.
Oh, and
Yeah.
your no, they probably wouldn't vocalize anything.
I start stamping
s-
my feet like I'm about to charge.
I mean, I can communicate telepathically with the sprite, so.
Yeah, out to 100 feet.
Okay, do you want to have the sprite say anything?
No, is nothing I can think of that you haven't already told me.
Okay. Sorry. Twak.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hand up to up to Red Elk. Be like, hang on a minute, and just wait for, because they're coming towards us, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they know we're here. We know they know we're here. No. We know they know we are here. So Twak's gonna call out,
we be friends? We come to help? Hello?
As you say this out loud, there's another sort of murmuring echo sound, and you hear a few more footsteps join.
All right, as Rush stumbles over his own mud, over their own mud, kind of swears under his breath, under their breath, and then like will prepare a chill touch cantrip and just hold it in case anything like tries to attack them.
Okay. Okay, I'll say you all have a round's worth of actions before anything shows up.
I'm gonna say we were sent by Merifrith Winifrith to investigate the labs.
I think
Roll
this
me
is
persuasion.
Midley's labs, mate.
Roll me persuasion. Okay, I'll do that. Let's see if it works. It
Actually, no,
might.
sorry, deception, because this is a
Oh.
lie.
It is a lie. Well, no, I don't know. It's a copy of Merifrith, so fair enough. Hold on, there's a
no,
dog
you
trying
you
to-
heard the conversation
Yeah.
between me and Greystaff.
And you know that they didn't describe themselves as Merith.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Anyways, that's an 11. Shame I didn't have inspiration or advantage, because that would have been much higher. Unless someone wants
Nothing
to
happened.
help.
Nothing happens.
Right. Yeah. So
we're waiting for them to come into sight, then I guess.
Yep. And if no one wants to do anything else,
I'll prepare a Toll the Dead.
I'm
okay.
gonna ready an action to charge. That's
I'm
me
gonna-
stamping my feet and getting ready.
I'm gonna ready an action to Eldritch Blast if they do something hostile.
Okay.
I'm going to also step. I assume we're not too far away from the pit trap.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bring you to the map.
Is anyone
you
else
can-
melee?
Then you can position yourselves accordingly.
No,
I
not really.
don't
not
think we
to
are.
be.
No, you are the tank.
Okay, so no one wants to get on. Okay, fair enough. Because I'm about to, I will get into melee and you don't want that.
Yeah, so this is what you can see at the moment. Just position yourself wherever you'd like.
All I can see is
Yeah,
5
it's all
blank
dark.
squares.
There's one little.
There's no map.
Yeah. Try zooming out a bit and looking for the map.
No,
No, we can see a.
there
a
is.
No map.
unfolded
All we
square,
can
but
see is
can't
this.
See the actual map.
This little square here is what we can see.
Yeah.
We can't.
This is where you sort of you've been walking along, and that's all you can
Yeah,
see for now.
There's no map.
No,
there is no map.
There's nothing
There
there.
is
We can't see
no
what
map.
you're showing on the screen.
Let me
Oh.
give you a screenshot
Okay.
in
There
Guinness
should be
Pig
a,
of what we can see.
okay,
I
there
mean,
should be a
you've
map
possibly
there.
hidden the whole thing from us.
Yeah, it's possible you just
Oh.
have the thing hidden.
Oh right, yeah, I think I might have accidentally done that with the fog. Hang on.
I mean, the fog is
No, the
working
fog's
fine.
fine.
I
You
think
need
you've
to unhide
hidden the
image.
actual map itself. Yeah.
Oh,
The map file is invisible.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Nope.
Still nothing.
Try selecting it by double-clicking in Owlbear, and then hitting hide. Because you've changed it in the asset, which will only change versions before you bring them
On
out.
the map screen,
Okay.
you need to select it, and then
Yeah,
there'll be like an I button that you can press.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Double click the map, unlock it, and press H to unhide.
As in double-click it in Owlbear, not in the bar
Yeah.
at the bottom.
on the map
okay.
itself.
And then hit H, and that should
Yeah.
make it visible.
Okay. Has that done anything?
Oh, not in the asset.
No,
menu,
no, not
Not in the asset manager. In Owlbear itself, where we would put the tokens.
on the map screen.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Select it on the map.
Yeah.
on the map.
If you double-click it, it should then give you options to unhide it.
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
There you go.
there we
Yeah,
go.
that worked.
Hey,
It was
nice.
hidden.
And the rest of it is still hidden from the fog.
Yep, fog is still working.
I
Sorry
will try
about
to
that.
forget what I just saw on stream.
That's all good.
Already done.
Yeah, no, I already fucking forgot.
Wait, what am I on screen? Did it update to? It did
Oh.
not update to things, so I'll use my.
Oh, hey, Alex, when did you get here?
Yeah.
Hang on, I need to get to the correct size. There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I thought
if
it
you
was
just
10 feet
position
wide.
yourself- Oh, yeah,
Oh,
these
yeah.
corridors are 10 feet wide.
That's a good point. So I need to.
Oh, wait,
am
no,
10
no.
feet wide
Sorry,
at the
these
moment, so-
corridors are 5 feet wide. Sorry, my
You
mistake.
said they were 10 in the intro.
This is the pit trap, I take it.
No, the
Yeah.
stairs up and down I think were like
Yeah.
20,
No.
but the
And she said it was a 10-foot hallway.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you.
I don't
didn't
know.
say anything about the size of the hallway.
Yeah, no.
I didn't hear a measurement either way, but I'm squeezing through, so
Well,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have some fun
these
with
are-
this.
These are 5-foot
How-
corridors, yeah.
okay. What?
Okay. So we had to hop over the pit trap then.
Yeah, yeah.
So I should be
Yeah.
I should be forward, I guess.
Yeah, and
but-
the elk should be in front.
Okay, I'll be in front.
So we were
Yeah.
just gonna.
I'll
Squished up
just to
behind the
reveal a
elk.
bit more of the corridor because of Oh, I
This
seem
is
to have
not
messed
gonna
up
work.
actually. Hang on.
Oh, we need a icon for.
Yeah. I accidentally There we go.
We need an icon for
For Guinness.
Guinness. Let me see if I've got
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
eyeball.
Well, I was just about to select. So Guinness is going to be in the middle.
I thought I drew one for Guinness.
Okay.
Guess not.
Just going to open some more fog because of your positions. So you can see down there.
I really like this hand-drawn map, by the way.
It's nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
I
wanted to
barely
go for
fit in
light.
it, but I really like it.
Bree,
You are currently
sometime
moving at half speed.
I
Sorry,
was
what's
gonna say,
that,
Bree,
Blue?
sometime I feel like I can show you how to set up that dynamic fog thing I was using.
No thanks, I'm just not a fan of it.
Fair enough.
There is a version of that now in base Owlbear as well.
Yeah. It's an official one.
Yeah. I tried it out. It's not bad. I like it a little bit better than some of the third-party ones because it kind of keeps to Owlbear's sort of general, I guess, philosophy of trying to keep things simple.
Okay, yeah, that's probably about what you can see for now.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're on the
Can
map.
we see where these zombies are coming from, or the undead tiefling?
No, we can hear them at the moment,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
cranberry.
I'll say you can hear the sounds sort of coming from this way. So yeah, everyone just sort of decide what you're doing with your 6 seconds of. Okay,
Yeah, we've all
decided,
got
haven't
our
you?
held actions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've got our
Okay.
held actions. Are we moving?
held a
Should we
charge.
just stay where we are?
I think we should let them come to us. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Ignore me.
You're an elk.
I'm an elk.
Yeah.
Um,
Elk Red
maybe
just says
Hold
something.
fire.
maybe move 5 feet
fire
forward so we
ants.
got a bit more space to move.
Spread out a bit.
Hold.
Yeah.
Do
Red,
not-
go block up 3 more corridors.
If I stop there, then every corridor is blocked.
Do not initiate hostilities until we know they are hostile. They may just be delirious from being trapped.
Okay.
Possible. They did look a little gaunt.
So,
Cranberry's floating up against the ceiling, however high that is.
Since we know they're coming from the north, I'm going to position myself just behind the elk in this corridor.
Is this a space that we can be on?
Yeah,
That's a
that-
wall, I think.
Yeah, it seems like the shading implies wall.
yeah,
I'm gonna add
anything
myself to
that's
initiative ahead of time.
anything that's sort of shaded on the outside is a solid
Oh,
wall.
okay. Gotcha.
Oh, dog shit initiative roll.
Oh, yeah.
Lamau.
You should roll that. See, +4. Dirty 20.
Oh, it's even worse because an elk's dexterity is worse than.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I don't
Hilarious.
get a bonus to initiative at all.
2.
That's not bad.
It's okay though. My AC is still 17 in elk form.
I mean,
Okay, let me just roll something.
Oh, I should...
oh, there we are.
Okay, that's
Um,
a pretty good roll actually.
does Guinness need to roll as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guinness can roll.
Do we have a stat sheet for Guinness?
Yeah, you can just look up intelligent black
Standard
pudding.
black
if,
pudding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, what's the
yeah.
light level down here?
It's fairly well lit. It's like a
Oh,
very
good,
harsh.
'cause-
Yeah, it's a very harsh sort of Yeah, basically
Elks
like
don't
sort
have
of
dark vision.
Yeah, it's basically sort of like fluorescent lighting.
Oh, well. Yeah, Guinness has -3 to Dex.
Yep.
Makes sense. They are literally made of goo.
Mm.
And still got a better initiative than most of us.
Lol.
Okay.
Enfys, what did Twak get?
I haven't rolled it yet. Do I need to?
Oh, right.
I know people were
we're
rolling
rolling.
it ahead of time.
Oh, were we not asked to roll?
No,
No,
I just
you'll-
said I was
you'll
going to get
just
it out of the way
decide it.
because it seems a combat is approaching.
Right. Fair enough.
I'm just
I'm
waiting.
optimistic.
Okay.
Hey, it might not be, yeah. But
So yeah, you all sort of prepare your cantrips and other abilities, and wait. The footsteps get closer and closer, and eventually 2 figures appear, and you can hear from the sounds of it. There's more. One is a femme-looking elf. The other is the masked-looking tiefling, the one Cranberry saw earlier, up here.
Okay. Do
They-
I get the impression they're undead?
They certainly sort of look it. There's like, in fact, you know, roll me religion.
Religion?
They're
Could I
totally...
add medicine?
Yep, tell you what, religion or medicine, I'll allow both.
No, wait, religion's +6. I should just take religion. I should look at my proficiencies before I argue.
Religion
16.
is the traditional undead check.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Was that a yes if they're undead or
Sorry, what did you roll?
I
16?
didn't see the roll.
16, for a 16 I'll say you don't think they're undead. Basically, any undead is, well, the undead are anathema to life as it's known. So even if you're not certain, unless it's, the undead in question is particularly good at masking itself, like, you can just you just get a sort of a weird feeling about them.
Hmm.
Especially if you're looking for it.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my. Can I drop my prepared action to throw a ration at the tiefling?
We bring food. Yeet.
Yep, you can do that. Okay, how would this react to it? Yep, the tiefling just stares at you and lets the food bounce off it.
That does not bode well.
The tiefling takes another step forward.
I can't see shit. I am stuck behind a corner.
Intruders. Intruders.
We were
You're
granted
intruders.
permission.
Oh fuck, are they automatons?
You're intruders. And you hear muttering from behind them, just repeating, intruders, 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 intruders,
I'm going to do that charging thing now, if you don't mind.
No,
This one also,
go for it.
yeah, this one also says, intruders. Yep, you can charge, we'll call that a surprise round.
God.
Okay. And as you do
It's
this,
moose feet on what I assume is quite a smooth floor as well, so I'm like scrabbling as I'm running along.
And squeezing through.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm also squeezing through, so my attack is at disadvantage, and anyone attacking me has advantage.
okay, roll away then.
Alright, let's go. Okay. So with disadvantage.
Right, it's hit points, isn't it? So
It's just
Okay, not bad actually. That is a 19 to hit. I got a 14 and a 16 with my d20s. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, yep, you hit this femme presenting vaguely undead looking elf, and it just goes down like a sack of potatoes. In fact, roll me perception.
Okay, my perception is still pretty good at least.
potatoes falls
23.
oof.
Oh yeah, as your horns hit this entity and smack it, it just sort of gets smacked to the ground and immediately stops moving. You see a sort of a weird purple discharge come off it.
Oh. Well, I can't tell the party about it.
Yeah, and yeah, as this discharge sort of dissipates, you just sort of see the light fade from its eyes.
Dead?
I stamp my feet, and yeah, that worked
Oh.
well.
And to your right, as you charged, is a femme presenting, we'll say dwarf.
Okay.
But yep, first blood to you. Delete. Anyone else setting anything off? Twak's already thrown a ration at the one to the north.
Well, I wanted to hold an Eldritch Blast until they did something hostile, and I don't know if that qualifies as hostile.
Wow,
I mean,
Red
we
certainly
did
did something.
initiate
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting Eldritch Blast.
yeah, you can shoot Red if you like.
No, I'm not gonna shoot Eldritch Blast. It's red.
I guess, like, tempted just to keep on walking and just explore until something attacks us.
Yeah, I
Yep,
wanted to
you can do
say
that.
we have permission from Mayor Winifred to be here.
Yeah.
We are not intruding.
I mean, you tried that, didn't you? You failed.
I know I lied and said we were sent by them, but now I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, they don't seem to respond to this. They all keep murmuring, intruder, intruder, intruder.
Yeah, I don't
Wait a
think
minute.
they're that intelligent, mate.
Hold on. I'm being followed by a fae. Maybe they're the intruder.
I'll say they did start saying, the tiefling did start saying intruder specifically in regards to you. Well, you lot.
Yeah, they saw us and then started
Okay,
saying
yeah,
it. Like,
okay. Yeah,
let's just,
fuck,
walk,
Eldritch
like-
Blast, I guess, if I can move my way around to... I can't squeeze through Guinness, they're made of acid.
Guinness can probably just move their body so you don't have to walk straight through them.
Yeah.
If you want to
Okay,
squeeze.
so I go over here, Eldritch Blast at Da.
Okay, make your attack roll, please.
Okay, I will do that. That's a natural 1. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Twak throws a ration with excellent perception, and it just bounces off its face. You step forward and try an Eldritch Blast, and it just sort of burns a hole in the wall instead.
disintegrates the ration.
Yeah, it hits. Yeah, it hits the ration.
Wait, Eldritch Blast can't target objects. That ration was a mimic.
Well, Eldritch Blast deals negative, sort of like necrotic damage.
Force
Rations
damage.
are made of
Force.
Oh, force.
No.
Well, it didn't target the ration; it just hit it. There's a difference.
Quite right.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm using the last of my movement. Go over here. Out
Good
of the
idea.
way.
Okay. Will anyone be doing anything else?
Well, you got Cranberry next. Is Cranberry doing anything?
Yeah, I suppose Cranberry will take a pot shot at the one I can't see the name of.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one.
that's gonna...
The other
Yeah, the
thin
one-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a natural 19 to hit. I don't know the modifier. I'm assuming it hits.
Yep, that hits.
That is
What's
1
Cranberry
damage.
using?
A bow. A magic bow.
Yep. That single dart just.
DC
Hits that.
15 con save, unless it's immune to being poisoned.
Plus
Yep.
6,
Here's the
by the
thing.
way.
That dart just blop right into the side of their head, and a sort of a purple energy just sort of emanates from the puncture wound, and she just immediately collapses, dead.
Alright, I think we can sneeze on these things and they'll just fucking die, so... I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
I don't
I
think
don't
we
know
need
what-
to do anything. Let's just
Yeah.
keep going.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that energy is, though. Can I get some kind of idea what the energy is?
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
10.
You're not sure.
Yep, I don't know.
Maybe they just bleed purple.
Maybe. Okay, well, that was mine Cranberry's turn.
Rush is just gonna walk up to Dar and be like, not do anything. We'll drop the chill touch that he had that they had prepared, and like grab them by the shoulders and maybe just shake them gently. Like, are they responding in any way? Are they doing anything? Saying anything?
Roll
Just saying
me
intruders still.
Roll me athletics to try and grapple them.
Okay. With my -2 strength.
-2?
He's a nerd. They're a nerd.
Fair enough.
Okay, apparently I can do that.
Okay,
So
that's going to be
15.
that'll be a 15 against either their. Well, it's going to be against their decks because they don't have any proficiencies otherwise.
But they do contest it, is the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a 14. So you just beat the Battle of the Nerds here. They sort of move to just sort of awkwardly move out of the way, but you just put your shoulder on them. They otherwise don't
so-
respond.
Do they seem to they seem to have some sort of reflexes, but they don't seem actually sentient or sapient.
Intruder. Intruder attacks. And I'm just going to roll something, don't worry about it.
I think maybe they're like the alarm system or something.
It's almost like they were seeing if we were a threat, and we've proven we are, and now the DM is rolling dice behind the screen.
Did those did the bodies of the other ones, are they still there? Did they disappear?
They're still there. They didn't disappear.
How are these people dressed? Are they dressed like the wizards from the main section?
Yeah, they're sort of wearing just a very drab, generic-looking robe.
Do they have the trademark broken nose?
Yes.
All right. These are like...
Oh,
I know at this point...
The tiefling has started chanting, martial training, martial training, martial training. We'll get to that later. Is that everyone's actions?
Yeah, I think everybody's gone now, except for Guinness, but I don't think Guinness had anything ready.
Twak? Did
Yeah,
Twak do anything?
Guinness
Does
is...
Twak want to do anything?
Yeah,
I threw a
Twak.
ration.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you did.
yeah.
That's
Guinness
surely
is...
just an item interaction.
Yeah.
No,
Guinness
I
is-
actively threw a ration. That's an action.
I know.
Yeah, Guinness is just going to bring back Owlbear.
Guinness, just stay with us, mate. I'm worried about all this. It's weird.
Yeah, Guinness is just going to step back a bit and say,
Oh, we step back.
okay, be careful, everyone.
Oh, you watch out yourself. Don't get left behind.
Okay, and we're in initiative proper.
Oh boy.
All right.
So, first up
scared.
is Ortho.
Alright. I assume something else is coming, but can I check to see if like I hear anything else start moving as soon as these guys start dropping in talking about
Yeah.
martial training and the like?
Sorry, what are you looking for? Do you want to listen out for more
would-
approaching enemies, or?
Yeah, I want to have the sprite listen out for more enemies while I Eldritch Blast the other one.
Okay, perception check from the sprite, please.
Natural fucking one. I don't hear shit. The sprite's just
Unfortunately not.
thinking of... The sprite is not paying attention. They're looking, but they're just thinking about shooting red with a dart. Because they know it could knock them out and it'd be funny.
To be fair, it would be.
It would be funny.
Okay.
Anyways, Eldritch Blast on da. Bruh. Fuck, that's... What? Yeah, my modifier is not that great. Actually, no, it's 15. Total.
Okay, 15.
Any damage seems to kill these things. Almost like they're minions. The
AC,
true threat
yep.
hiding elsewhere.
15 beats their AC.
Yeah, so I take my top hat off, I smack it for a second, look expectantly like a water hose isn't going off, and then just a beam of energy just flies out
Okay.
at this entity.
Yep. So the necrotic energy just
Force energy.
hits it. Yeah, sorry, the force energy just whacks it in the face. And a discharge of purple energy just pops off it. And it crumbles to the floor.
I don't trust that purple energy. Try not to stay near him. And I guess that's my turn.
I don't trust any of this, mate.
Okay.
It's weird.
And we come to their turn. From the shadows emerges a...
Inferior copper seller.
Francis Ford Coppola?
That's an inferior movie seller.
Yeah. An androgynous looking... we'll call this a... You know, this will just be another elf. Yep, an androgynous looking elf. who sort of stares for a moment, and they just sort of look for a moment like they're about to collapse, but then there's a haze of misty light, and they appear behind Twak.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they all have Misty Step. Why wouldn't they?
Why
They're
wouldn't they
Merfolk
indeed?
clones. Every single one of these fuckers.
Okay. And
Fun
as it
fact, I never gave that guy Misty Step. I should have. I just forgot.
as they appear, well, we did preview this before because you met someone quite similar, albeit someone who had their wits about them.
No, I'm just remembering the time he got like grappled by Grounded for like 4 rounds of a combat, and I couldn't do shit about it.
Oh, that was great. Remember, the most powerful wizard in the world is still just a nerd. Bully them.
Grappled and held inside of a fucking anti-magic zone.
Oh no.
Yeah, major order of the stick moment there. Anyway, yep. As they appear, their hand is just burst and is full of a powerful electric shock, and they're going to try and grab Twak.
Uh-oh.
So what's that's a hit?
Mage armor.
Does a 21 beat your AC?
No, of course not.
Okay, attack misses. Move on.
Right. They've got mage armor, they're fine.
What's the damage?
Where's my D8 gone?
Now she has to roll the d8 47 times.
Yep. That is 2 points of lightning damage, and you've lost your reaction till the end of your next turn.
Yep.
Sorry, the start of your next turn.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It's fine.
Oh, were you wearing metal armor, by the way?
Nope.
Okay, just thought I'd check. And I'm
I'm a
going to have to do some...
wizard.
No one in this whole party is wearing any armor.
Yeah, and I'm going to
I'm wearing
just
leather.
make another
Fine.
roll. Don't worry too much about it.
Lamau?
So
Not worried.
they cast a
Not
first level. Wait, no, they cast a second level spell.
Rush is worried. I'm not. Definitely am.
Oh, natural 20. No, that's
Uh-oh.
fine.
That's good. No, I refuse. Reroll it.
Yeah, don't worry, that wasn't an attack or anything. Yep. And also emerging from the shadows is
A scream.
This might D20, D12 even. That's a 20.
okay, and this is a fairly masculine looking half orc who nevertheless is going to try wait. Ooh, I know what they're going to do. And instead of actually approaching, they raise their hands, and several bursts of light pop off from them and hit. How many projectiles does Magic Missile have? It's been a while.
Level.
3. It's usually 3.
Yeah, free. Free plus 1 per additional spell level.
Oh yeah, squeezing this out of a second level spell slot, so that is going to
No.
be
Nick,
4.
why would you say that?
So yeah, I'm going to say that's
a mistake.
yep, and that's going to be 2 each for a Rush and Twak.
Alright.
So that's D4 plus 1. So
I did nothing to deserve this.
Didn't attack them.
Rush takes 4 points of damage, the absolute minimum. Well done. Force damage if it matters.
Wait, 2d4
And
plus 1, the absolute minimum would be 3.
oh yeah,
wait,
you're
no,
right.
I'm dumb.
No, wait, yeah, 4. And
Never
Twak,
mind, yeah.
you take 7 points of force damage.
Owie!
Oof.
And I'm just going to roll something again. Ooh, natural 3. And as it casts this spell, its hands are enveloped with a purple energy, which just seems to sort of slowly fade away. And its face just drops and it collapses to the floor, dead.
All right. They have some kind of wild magic table bullshit going on.
I'm not so sure about that.
I don't think it's wild. I think it's just like there's
My
something
point is
that
it
happens
is-
to them after they take a
That is my
magic
point.
action. Like they've got like some minimal amount of magic that they hold or is holding them together, and if they get hit or if they do something that uses that, then they can just lose their life force or something.
Okay, well, that's their turn over. So, Twak, you're up next. You have a
Okay,
friend.
I'm going to toll the dead, the thing that's next to me.
Okay. Is that a save?
Which I believe it is a save. I believe it's wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom save, yes. DC is 14.
I'm afraid that's a dirty 20.
Okay, maybe I should have disengaged. But I'm
You
gonna
are-
step away anyway. I'm gonna run away up next to Guinness.
I believe cantrips can't be used for a attack of opportunity, can they?
Not unless they have War Mage, the feat.
Warcaster.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Warcaster.
it
War
is
Mage
going to try and bonk. It's carrying a quarterstaff, which is going to try and hit you with. I wouldn't worry too much.
Natural 20.
Why not?
That might actually knock me.
Does a 10 hit you?
It does not.
Okay,
I
yeah.
scurry away.
Yeah. It swings at you, but it hits the sort of force field that was cast on you by the Archmage.
Yeah. Just a flash of arcane energy behind me.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I don't have any.
Okay.
Wait, do I
Up
have
next
a
then, I
bonus?
believe, is Cranberry the Sprite.
Oh, I could have disengaged as a bonus action anyway. I need to remember that. I'm a goblin.
You're
yeah,
a
goblins can do
goblin.
that.
You can do that as a goblin. Cool.
I have to move Nick for a second to get the cranberry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Cranberry takes a pot shot.
Okay, makes it-
Invisible because they went invisible last turn and they advantage something doesn't matter. 18 to hit plus modifier. It's dead. Boom. Hopefully.
Yep, that hits.
Please say it's dead.
Yep, you nail it right in the head, and it goes down with the same discharge of energy.
Any more chances to try and figure out what this energy is now that I've seen it a few more times?
Yeah, give me an Arcana roll.
Could I attempt that?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it. This is very much the wheelhouse of thing. 17 total.
Could they have advantage? Because I was also trying.
Wait, are you both rolling separately, or do you wanna?
I'm
I mean,
happy
17
to-
is pretty decent anyway.
Yeah, it could be higher. I mean, I imagine a wizard has better plus Arcana than me. Mine's only plus 3, so.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
We'll take that as the help action.
Okay, cool. Thank you. No, that was worse. 17 total.
Okay, for 17, you believe this is basically a discharge of arcane energy, and as best you can tell, basically they must be at least partially relying on arcane energy to keep them alive.
So vaguely necromantic, yeah.
Yeah. Since you know there's a sort of some sort of cloning operation going on here, you maybe infer that these were basically maybe an early attempt, like a first draft. Something that looks like a living person, but isn't quite there yet. and is just basically relying on an internal reserve of magic to stay alive.
Good news. These are biological automatons. Do not worry about murdering them, for they are not really living in traditional sense.
Yeah, pretty sure I said automaton right when we came in, actually. So
You did.
Is
Yeah.
Rush
You did.
smart enough to know that?
Rush-
Oh wait, no. Rush
Rush,
actually has a positive int mod.
Rush intuited it.
feeling
Okay.
vindicated now.
Does Cranberry have any other actions?
They're gonna.
You can
Fly
keep
the
in
fuck
mind.
away.
You can still hear you can hear footsteps coming from the north.
Yeah.
Okay. Guinness is going to take a step back and say, "You guys okay?"
Hey,
Probably.
it's fine,
Fine.
mate. Like, it's all right. This is fine. Just stay with us. We don't want to lose you down here.
Right. Okay, and we're up to Rush.
All right. I just want to have a look around. I don't want to have to kill all these weird things. Let's just. I'm gonna go down here. See what's down here.
Okay. I'll reveal some more map for you.
Yeah, is that a hallway next to me? I can't tell. It doesn't
Oh,
look
yeah.
shaded in.
Oh, is this just a wider hallway, or is this two hallways?
Looks to be 2 hallways.
Yeah, this here is wall
Oh, okay.
that separates the two.
Just a very thin wall. Okay.
So it is Rush
So
at
wait,
a dead
where
end.
is this a dead end?
Oh no, there's more hallway here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I will use the rest of my movement and come down here.
Okay. And there's yet more hallway.
And I will hold an action to do chill touch if anything comes near me.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. And last but not least, Fred. How's your favourite elk doing?
I'm gonna go up here and basically do the opposite of what Rush is doing and try and clear some more space, see if I can find any last remaining frets before returning to the party.
Okay. I have good
That'll be
news.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Is that good news?
Nope.
That's 1,
We're-
5. So that's the maximum. My movement speed is 50 feet. So while
Okay,
squeezing,
you're
that's as far as I can go. Yeah, because I'm squeezy.
Elk.
So,
Squeezy, squeezy.
however, I have just moved more than 20 feet, so I can do a proper charge this time if I hit.
Okay.
Let's go with a
bonk
ram.
it.
Amazing,
You're-
16 and a 17 with a +5
Nice.
makes 21 a hit.
You're
So
an elf, not a ram.
Okay. So this human, well,
kills
this
him.
this mask-presenting human is just smashed against a wall, and well,
Crunch.
with enough force, they basically stick to it. Splat.
I stamp my feet again. That's my full turn.
All right. We'll remove that. No, I just want to. There we go. Okay, we're back to the top of the round. Just gonna roll something.
No, stop rolling.
Okay. Oh yeah, those are all dead now. Okay. Carry on, Ortho.
Alright. What do I see down this hallway?
Which one? This one.
The one that the thing just came out of.
Okay, you peer all the way down the hallway. And you see...
An empty hallway. Awesome. All right. I
And
don't
a
see anything coming
friend.
down from there. Oh. And now there's a
fellow-
friend.
Yep, a fellow hobgoblin, in fact, albeit very emaciated looking.
Emanciated, meaning it's free and not under the control of the undead bananas that brought it to life.
No, that's
Emancipated.
emancipated.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to. Emaciated. We were both halfway between a word.
Yes.
Elder's
Ema-
Blast.
Okay. Roll away.
Yeah, that's a 15.
That hits.
And it just goes into a pile of confetti.
Yep, you just straight up disintegrate it.
Yeah, these
Anything
things
else?
keep coming. Is there something like making these things, or?
I will say you hear your footsteps now.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna dive out of the way over here and look down this hallway.
Okay. You see a ramp going down.
All right. And that's my turn.
Okay. Twak.
I would like to peer down this ramp.
Okay. I'll just do.
Ooh. Oh, hold up! I've got a second token there, apparently.
Oh,
An
yeah.
additional,
Yep.
additional 20 entered the fight.
Yeah.
You see a zombie of yourself.
Oh wow, Imp's been here the entire time.
Oh, hey, Imp. I've heard you're a bit of a prick. Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah. Sorry about the grid, by the way.
No.
Oh,
It's all
yeah.
good.
Here you see more tubes.
More tubes.
Tubes of
Yeah,
what?
more of the brass tubes you saw on the way in.
Oh, yes. That you can put things in. They're like postal things. Okay. Hold up. I need to check
Yeah.
my.
No, these
So
I basically accidentally drew them a bit smaller than I was intending, but these are people-sized tubes.
5, 10. I assume how much movement was it to go down the ramp?
Would have been, what,
It's just
2?
normal terrain. It's just like a slope you can easily walk down.
So 5 foot down.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So 5, 10, 15.
All right. If you're asking, basically when you got to here, this is just where you end up.
Yeah, no, I figured that out. Down A, up A. It was what's the distance of the ramp? How much of my movement does the ramp take up?
Oh, 5,
It's like
10.
5, 10.
But,
Well, you've done 3 squares of movement, right?
Yeah, basically.
So you've done 15 so far.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, by the way, the
no.
grid's getting a bit skew if compared to the graph paper.
No, it's fine. So yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's this thing that I'm next to now? Might as well do a little bit of
Okay.
investigate while I can.
Before you is it's basically some sort of large panel. If you want, you can roll investigation.
I will. I assume that will be my action.
Yeah, because you're just sort of thoroughly looking at spending your turn looking this over.
Yeah. That's a natural 19, so 25.
Yep, for a 25, you work out you're roughly where the trapdoor above would be. So this probably takes you to some sort of maybe viewing port or exit. I'll say for a 25, you sort of infer this trap was probably designed to just sort of trap anyone who was trap intruders, so they could be looked at, interrogated later.
If I had any more movement, then I would not be stood under it
Mm-hmm.
in case it gets triggered by something. But I don't think I can dash. I can only disengage and hide. Okay, so that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Wait. Is there any way? Is this panel big enough for me to try and hide behind in case anything approaches from one of the ends?
The panel itself is sealed, so you can't really get behind it.
And it's like not. It doesn't come out from the wall enough to hide behind. Okay.
No, it's
That's fine.
basically just a
That's
yeah.
the end of my turn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just a door.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Cranberry the Sprite then.
And Cranberry the Sprite's gonna look around for more creatures. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They can't really get any farther because they were just a cranberry.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
don't see-
they have 40 feet of movement speed, so if I had
Yeah,
40.
because they're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Cranberry's actively looking, give me a perception check.
All right, they have proficiency in that. Yeah, no, that's a 5. Wait, no, that's plus percent. It's less than 10, whatever it is.
Okay, never mind then. Is that Cranberry's turn?
They're invisible again.
Okay. And with that, we come to... another group.
Gasp.
The gasp.
Yep. So emerging from the same direction. So question mark AB immediately sees red and is going to shocking grasp. Because you're an elk, I imagine you're not wearing metal. Oh, and you're a druid, so you're probably not wearing metal.
You do still have advantage on it though, because he is still
Squeezing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
squeezing, of course.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
You can have inspiration in this.
Don't worry, Nick. If this kills red, I'll make sure to kill Enfys's kobold warlock in my family.
I'm
If
a
he kills
druid,
red,
there's no
he'll
way
at
this
least be able
kills
to.
red.
He'll be at least
I
able to
know.
move normally if he does.
I don't believe a 16 hits.
16 does not hit, no.
Ha!
Ooh.
Okay, yep. It tries to grasp you with this hand full of electricity, but you just sort of nudge it
Too
out of the
many
way with your
antlers in
antlers
the
or
way.
something. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it hits your antlers, but I guess they don't conduct electricity too well.
Thanks to my unarmored defense, my AC is 17.
Nice.
Druid Barbarian multiclass. It's a beautiful mix.
Okay, DB is going to Misty Step. 5, 10.
And fall out of the plane and take their gold with them.
Yep, Misty Step to here, and is going to Magic Missile red. 2 points.
Can you do 2-leveled spells at a time?
Oh wait, no, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Misty Step is 2nd level.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Blue. You can have inspiration from me
I'm not sure that counts, but I'll take it.
for
You are
saving my
correct.
life.
I was gonna have so much fun.
Yeah. Do I actually get inspiration? I thought I'd ask. I mean, Nick owns Nordmark, so he kind of
Not for
No.
long.
Not anymore.
No, not for long.
Nick is explicitly stepping away, even
But he
more
hasn't
than
yet.
he was before, when
But he
he
hasn't
was already saying that he was never the be all and end all for Nordmark. That was never the intention.
The players own Nordmark.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yep. So it's just gonna Misty Step, and it's just looking around, looking a bit. Oh, and this is going to emerge from the shadows. Move 5, squeeze.
Gasp.
15. And it's going to look at red and does hold person affect a wild-shaped druid? I believe they're still humanoid, aren't they?
Yeah, I think I keep my type. Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you? In the old rules, I don't think you do.
Ooh.
Oh wait, hang on. I just need to roll.
Let me
the
double
DB.
check. Let me double check the 2014 exact wording of it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Wild
yeah.
shape.
DB's fine.
Oh, hey, Mike Merle says immune to charm person, hold person, etc. Anything that targets humanoids.
Yeah, it looks like my type does in fact change to beast at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
So if anyone wants to cast speak with animals on me,
yeah.
Yeah.
or dominate beast would work on a druid is now a worrying
Specifically-
conclusion.
The same
Okay.
statistics are replaced by the beast, but you retain alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Everything else is beast.
Okay. Yep. So
It tries and fails.
Yep. You know what? Actually, it's probably going to know it can't cast it, so it's going to keep moving. You can make an attack of opportunity if you like.
Oh, you know I'd love to. And it's about time that I roll badly with disadvantage, isn't it? Let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I had an 18 and a free. So that's not going to
Oh.
hit. That's a total of 8.
An
you
18
try-
and a free attack.
Yeah, it just like you try to lash out, but it just keeps walking past you.
You
Casually
get
strolling.
stuck on the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
My
going to
antlers
see.
are caught.
It's going to see Ortho, and it is going to try and cast Charm Person.
Oh no, charm person. This could be bad. What's the DC?
You're looking to beat a DC 13, and that will be Wisdom, I believe.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing? I have advantage against charm condition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a 20-something. I win.
Yeah. You feel it make a half-hearted attempt to just break into your mind and subvert your understanding of the situation, but you're just like, eh?
You're gonna have to try a little harder than that.
Okay. And since, of course, it cast a spell... 12, it's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems like below 10 it loses power or something.
Mm.
That's my guess.
Okay. Yep, that's all of them. So next up is Guinness, who, I'm sorry about this, but it's what they've been doing with every turn so far. They're going to move back
They run away.
5 feet.
Dennis, watch out for the trap.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
crap. You've just killed Twak.
No, they're just gonna land on me and do acid damage. It's fine.
Yeah, you've just killed Twak.
Okay.
Well, this has gone well.
Hold on, I'm trying to keep
Wait.
them from moving away. Can I
Let's
get some
see
kind
what
of check to
happens.
stop them from moving?
It's not your turn.
Nope.
I know.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it when a good
Look,
pit trap comes together.
Yeah, yeah. I will say I have been doing this the entire time, and it's really on you for not noticing.
I did notice. That's why I've been talking to them.
I also knew this was in your notes when you were planning this session, and I've been like, it's a good thing in a way that I'm an elk, because there's no way I can communicate this info and accidentally metagame.
Yeah, let me just check. Okay, so that's going to be a DC 15 dex save for Guinness. If someone would like to make that roll for them.
Sure, why not? Let's roll this in Owlbear.
They have -3 to Dex, by the way.
Just need to get an 18.
Hey,
Easy.
natural 20.
Wow. Yep, Guinness just sort of actually just sort of like,
Does that looping ooze kind of maneuver?
yeah, they just sort of whirl you out of the way.
The trap opens above my head and I see nothing.
You
To be clear, you don't
okay
see
there,
any.
little buddy?
Yep, to be clear, Twak, you don't see anything. Like, you get the impression this hatch
Oh.
leads into the pit, which is somewhere around here.
Oh, I see.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Why am I hyperventilating? I don't have lungs. I'm okay.
I would hyperventilate if I realised I didn't have lungs.
Squelchy breathing.
Right. Do you dream you're the mice, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Rush.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on moving. What do I see when I get to this corner here?
You see, and this will amaze you, a corridor.
Wow.
Goes round, doesn't it? Is this end bit of wall here? Yeah. So this one just goes in a circle here. This is just
Yeah,
nothing.
I'll just give you that.
Okay. All right. In
Why
that
are there
case,
so
I will
many?
come back. So, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll do a chill touch on this dude.
Okay. Roll me your attack then, or is it a save?
No, it's an attack.
It's an attack roll.
Okay.
New chill touch is actually a range of touch.
Yeah, that's going to confuse a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
After all
Just
these years of insisting. This is a +6.
Yeah, it's just a touch of frost.
Hey, 21. That's a
Yeah,
dead
that
thing.
hits. Yeah, its flesh just sort of ices up, and the purple.
No, this
just
is
sort
the
of...
necrotic one. This is the one that is necrotic.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, its flesh becomes even more emaciated, and it just sort of turns into goo.
Don't worry, everybody. That thing can't regain HP this round.
Funnily enough, I also have frostbite as a spell, so I can make them cold as well.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of shout down the corridor. There's nothing this way, going.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess let's go north. Where's Twak?
Okay. Twak, make me a perception check, please.
Bad, but let's see how bad. Let me look at my modifier. 14.
Yeah, that'll do it. You basically hear sound coming from here, which I'll just show you. Actually, leads to a hidden passage here.
Ooh.
Shiny.
Yep, is that your turn, Rush?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, Red.
All right.
Target-rich environment.
I'm gonna do the hooves. 13 to hit.
Those are his hooves, you bitch. 13 hits.
Yay!
Stomp, stomp. You make your delicious clone jam.
Stomp, 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 and then I'm gonna move to there, and that's my turn.
Okay,
Try
and we're
to
back to the top of the
position
round. Ortho.
Yeah. Would I notice the one in the hallway with red? I don't
assume
remember
so.
if I'd already noticed that one. Yeah. Okay. Can I Eldritch Blast it from here? It's hard to tell the way the walls are if I can actually get a proper line of sight here.
Yeah, from there I'll give it partial cover. So that's going to be a +2 to its AC.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it. I'm natural 20. What if I get it? No, never mind. That is a fucking not. That is a 16.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Red, you are now splattered in the face with confetti.
And with that, you don't hear any more footsteps or chittering. We're out of initiative.
Did we ever hear chittering? Is that something we should be worried
Like,
about?
chattering, like, intruders. And you didn't even activate
Exterminate.
you didn't even activate their special ability.
Hooray! We
Hooray!
did it.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
All right. All done. Let's leave.
Basically, they might have cast Tensor's Perfect Transformation and turned into an actually dangerous melee unit.
Oh fuck.
That's that'll be the melee.
That's Roid
training
Rage.
thing it mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have
Wizard
fucked some of
Roid
you
Rage.
up.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
good info to keep in mind for future.
All right.
I'm sure there's more
Yeah.
of these.
So, the guy wanted some gears from somewhere. Where did they say they were?
Said they were
the-
down here somewhere.
Yeah, the workshop
We-
they
We'd have
specified.
to find the workshop. Yeah.
It's not like you draw us a map. They did say these corridors were weird and confusing, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming up B comes out here.
Maybe. I'm about to find out.
Yep, it does
I'm just-
indeed.
I'm just gonna have the sprite just fly around and try and map the whole place.
I think we have. The only place left to go is north.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
so
say
Cranberry should fly up here.
roll. Yeah, I'll say roll a survival check. You can have advantage because your sprite's sort of scouting the area.
All right. Good thing that was an advantage because the first roll was a 5. Let's see. What does Cranberry have anything to survival? No, they don't. But survival is a wisdom thing, so that's +1. So that's an 18.
Okay. Yep. For an 18, I'll say you can more or less get the lay of the land. And even though these are very twisted, confusing corridors, you can find. Well, I'll let you know in a moment. Could I also get a perception check from everyone while they're sort of walking the corridors?
Sure. 17 from Red.
Okay. Nice.
22 from
18.
Ortho.
Okay.
10
Yep.
And
from Rush.
And if I'm doing another perception check from the sprite, that's an 18 from the sprite.
Okay, so, yep, that'll do it. As you're just looking around, you find 3 objects just left on the floor. 2 silk handkerchiefs and a wooden mirror set. These are art items worth 25 GP each.
Ooh. How many was that? 3?
3.
Yep, 3 total. 2 silk handkerchiefs and a wooden mirror set in a painted frame.
Okay. I'd like to... semantics a bit. Wooden mirror set implies more than one mirror.
Wooden mirror set in a...
Oh, in a
Painted
painted
frame.
frame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as you look around, you find 4 doors. One is slightly water damaged. Oh, a slightly water damaged wooden door. It's hand warm to the touch and a bright light is leaking from under it. A heavy metal door with obvious patches and heavy extra rivets where the shackle meets the wall, which someone clearly put effort into beefing up. It has simple white paint on blued steel and reads Time Our Migley the Younger's Workshop. A very lovely, nearby that is a very lovely looking wooden door made of oak inlaid with a dark walnut, and a lovingly placed brass plaque reads Library. There's a slight cold breeze from under it. And lastly, you find a massive set of heavy doors, clearly made from impossibly thick layers of adamantine, with no sign of a
Let's steal
keyhole or
the door.
handle. So, what do you like to look at?
How do I steal this door?
Carefully.
Yeah.
I think obvious approach is to go to workshop first. Is easiest objective to complete.
Yeah, makes
probably.
sense.
Okay, so you look at the workshop door. It's very clearly locked.
Is it a comically oversized keyhole I can fly a sprite through?
No, this isn't
Damn.
Zelda 2, sorry.
Damn.
Is
Oh,
it
there's a
arcane locked or is it just mechanically locked?
Give me an Arcana check.
Right.
It's a shame this isn't 2024 Fey Warlock because I have like 5 free Misty Steps a day.
No.
Oh,
Assuming
that
you
was
could
nearly
see well
good.
enough through the lock.
Nah, that's not going to do it.
What's your roll,
Twak's
sorry?
gonna.
I got a 5.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. Can I also look? Because I've been interested in all these fucking doors. I've been trying to
Yeah.
figure them all out.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check then.
Yeah, that's Arcana plus 3, 17.
Okay, yep, for a 17, this is just clearly a very, very well-made, mundane door. It's almost as if this, it looks like it's been modified very heavily. I guess this is what happened when an artificer gets very security-minded.
Red, do you want to
So
try
what-
bash this one down?
Would I get the
Yeah,
feeling that this door is trapped?
Twakker's moved away from the door, gestured at the elk, gestured at the door, and said,
It seems like simple solution to me.
A thunderous sound as Red careens down the corridor to the door.
I wanted to check the door for traps first.
Nah, this will be funnier.
Yeah, well, you are technically checking it for traps.
I got sent back to the world map.
Okay, could you,
Yeah, I
I've
was
moved it
just
to the
about
world
to
map
look
because
at-
we're out of combat now.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, so could you give me an attack roll, please, Red?
19.
You just bounce off it, I'm afraid.
Didn't hurt yourself, though. If that had been Hank, you'd be hurt by now.
That's a sturdy door.
Yeah,
Can I?
Can do it again.
It does have a keyhole for what it's worth.
Alphos did a good job. None of us have thieves
Yeah,
tools, do
we're not
we?
rogues.
Yeah. This does imply
And
there's
my
probably
criminal is in hell.
this does imply there's a key somewhere. To be fair,
Wait,
Anything
there's
on
a
the-
keyhole. There's a keyhole.
yes.
Okay.
How big
I
is the
got
keyhole?
wild shape. I wild shape into a spider.
Is the big keyhole big enough for a house spider?
Yeah. I'm going to say if you want a wild shape into a spider. Yeah. Okay. What I'll need from you then? Could you give me an acrobatics check?
Acrobatics. Okay. Let me just very. Is there an individual spider? I think there is actually.
Yeah, there is because I used it once.
There
Basically,
is. Oh,
yeah.
ooh, that's the 2024 one. Let's grab the 40.
basically
okay,
just
there
stood
we go.
on Russell and for a scan.
They have +4 to stealth, but no acrobatics bonus.
+2. from
Unnatural
dex.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, that was what you needed to pick the lock. So yeah, as a spider, you just you just sort of assault course
Climb
your
in
way
the
through
mechanism and pick
various.
the lock.
Yeah, you climb it. Well, I'm gonna say what you do is you
Kick
just
it.
climb into the mechanism, and you sort of you just sort of like gladiators around various sort of pins and other obstacles that could very easily squish you, and you manage to squeeze out at the other end, just behind what's basically you know how you get like those heavy doors that have a keyhole on one side and just like a normal turning latch on the other. You basically find that.
Oh, nice.
Do you have? I believe you have dark vision as a spider. Is that correct?
Yes. 30 feet.
Okay, we are going to the lab description then. Sorry, the workshop description. The room is dark and eerily quiet. There is none of the rustling of the library, the bustle of... Well, you haven't been in the library. There is none of the bustling of the upper
That's where
level,
the key was.
or the quiet buzz of the corridor's lighting. The room is surrounded by many benches, covered in tools, some familiar, some more advanced than you're used to. You see two doors. One which resembles a beautifully inlaid oaken door, similar to the one you saw in the corridors, and the other looks more simple. It has a small sign reading "Alchemical Storage." A fairly large desk dominates the other wall of the room, covered in papers, and what seems to be left of a sandwich. More of the same tubes you saw in the corridors are piled in a corner. And what we'll do here is we'll switch to the map, and we'll call it there.
That must
Have I
be a very
sequenced-
old sandwich.
Broke this quest.
How old is the
immediate-
sandwich?
Yeah. Is it moldy?
And yeah,
If it's fresh, then I'm gonna worry about extra mana.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
red
Maps
isn't,
like
but I personally am going to. We
Maps
cannot see the
invisible
map
again.
again.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Nice.
Oh, Bree, before we end, can I
Ooh.
try and examine the keyhole and get a sense of what the key might have looked like? To any good degree?
yeah, sure.
So where is red on this?
Funky.
Red is
I'd be
here.
by the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
accurately can I get an idea of the key?
What do you roll? Sorry.
You didn't ask me to roll.
Oh, sorry. What would this be? You know, just give me an investigation check, I guess.
Yeah, that's at 14.
You're not sure, but you'd imagine probably looks like the door. Like whoever made it probably used excess metal from the door. So you're probably looking like for a very heavy adamantine key. Although the
Alright.
actual keyhole is quite
That's
fine.
Yeah,
That's
I was.
expensive key.
It is. I was specifically trying. Wait, is this the adamantine door?
No, this door is adamantine,
Oh,
but
the adamantine.
the other adamantine door is much bigger.
So this door is adamantine. I want to steal the door. But
How are you going to get it off its hinges?
How are you going to get past all the wizards upstairs? I don't say this because I'm a spider, but I, the player, am wondering.
Okay.
I was like, hey, they said we could have anything interesting in here.
Yeah.
But I was
guess.
specifically trying to examine the keyhole and see if I could like get a mental image of like recreating the key.
Yeah. So yeah, you imagine the key is probably made of adamantine, but you can't really think of much else.
Okay.
You're not going to get the shape of the pins from peering into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So red, what you see here, obviously, alchemical storage here. Some tubes similar to the ones you saw in the corridors here, and it's elevated. So this is just the outline, and this is the actual desk.
Okay.
Bree, is this tube broken?
Yep.
Interesting.
Of course, your character can't see that yet.
No.
Now that I'm through, I'm going to unwild shape and return into normal red size,
Okay.
and then open the door.
Yep. And with a smooth clank, you hear thousands and thousands of tiny tumblers turn in the door, and it just swings open smoothly.
I am now
That's
out
a
of wild
complicated
shapes.
lock.
Yep.
I was
This
thinking
story
you'd used a lot already.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
this
door
is
is
very
like an
deep.
incredible piece of engineering.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this is Alphonse's base where he'd have his gears and shit.
Yeah.
Well done, by the way. You've bypassed a massive amount of puzzles to get here.
Yay!
Revenge for that one time you made a beeline to the area in fucking Mirror Run that I had the only part of the mega dungeon I hadn't designed.
Yeah. To be fair, if Blades wasn't cancelled yesterday night, this map would not have been finished. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Dungeon speed run.
Very interesting dungeon so far, Bree. I'm
Yes.
very intrigued by all of this.
Yeah.
Glad you're enjoying
I
it. man.
love the hand-drawn maps as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
thank
nice.
you.
They're great.
I have yet to cast a single spell, but that may change because there's a cracked pod, another cracked pod, and two uncracked ones, and one open one.
I have so many questions.
And maybe you'll get answers.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, because I'm going to forget most of them.
Write them
You've been
down
taking-
right
You've literally
now.
been taking notes in this. You told us
I
as you were
have, I've
doing
been-
it.
I don't take notes of everything. The majority of my notes tend to be character specific. So if my character don't know it, I don't know it.
Fair enough.
Which is
Well
why
then.
people should not rely on me for all of the note taking.
That's fair. Well,
I mean, I've been reading your Fandelver notes. They're nice. In character, too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just go to the main screen. Hey everyone. So yeah, I'll look for someone to raid. Does anyone have anything to plug?
Next week, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. I am regrettably doing the I Watch Anime stream on Discord.
Yes.
For those who are interested in it, Iris is going to sit me down and make me watch 3 hours of delicious in dungeon.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
so you
good
did-
though. I think you were
Are
going
you
to
doing a
enjoy it.
3-hour marathon?
Yeah.
Well, the total amount that has been redeemed is 6 hours. I'm not doing it all in one
Oh,
go.
okay. Okay, you're doing
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
you will
like
genuinely
season one,
enjoy
isn't it?
that, Nick.
And then on Thursday, something that Bree's going to be involved in as well, provided she's not forgotten, is me, Goggles, Bree, and Talia are going to be playing Dokapon Kingdom, which is
yeah.
imagine mixing up Mario Party, Monopoly, and Dragon Quest all together. It's an absolutely absurd game if the playthrough by JTTG and the Bunyip Man is anything to go by. It appears to be absurd. It's Mario Party, except you can earn property and have a net worth of millions by the end of it,
So Mario Party Monopoly.
and also kill someone with a net worth of millions.
I like
Sounds like
this.
Fortune Street.
So that should be that. Yeah, a bit like that. But there's also like fighting, like actual like turn-based RPG fighting as well. It's wild.
It's a lot.
And then the last big thing on Friday, another thing Bree's doing, Baboonmas,
Oh yeah.
Guild of Icons Adventures, run by Bree. Bree's doing the first of the level up A5e sessions you've ever done, I think.
Yeah, this is my first time. It's my
Yeah.
first time running a Guild of Icons Adventures as well.
So it's going to be me, Pixel, and Iris playing, and it's our little Baboonmas session.
Yep, I'm very excited to see, in particular, see Pixel and Iris's characters interact, because that's never happened before, because normally either one of them is GMing.
Yeah. So that's my next week.
On Monday, you can catch me nowhere because it's not being streamed, playing Fandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, with a bunch of cool nerds. It's only going to be session 3, but so far they've learned a bit of what's going on.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, Enfys and Emily had to sit out last session, and we're going to figure out what they were up to while the fight was going on.
Yes.
Ooh,
Just in the
sounds
cafe.
really fun.
Just chilling.
It's beside the usual TTRPG stuff like here and on Nick's side of things, I don't really have anything specific planned. But if I do something, it will most likely be on Saturday, so look out for that notification. I'll get back to it one day, I swear.
And as I mentioned at the start of the session, I am Mr. Cybertopia. That's my sci-fi actual play podcast using my own system, and that season 2 started of that this Tuesday, and so first episode
hype.
of season 2 is out, and there will be another one in a couple of weeks' time. It's a lot of fun. It's season 2 is everyone that got exploded at the end of season 1 coming back and finding out what's going on in the world now. So it's
Nice.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. I've
Can
already listened to
confirm
it. and- yeah.
Cybertopia is very fun.
Also, Ben,
At some
please
point, I'm
rename
gonna
your
have to
YouTube
get-
channel to Mr. Cybertopia.
Oh no, what have I done? Yeah, at some point I'll have to get you three back for a side session.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. The A-team back finally.
Yeah. I have actually thought about what my character would have done since she was fired.
It's been over a year since we did that session.
I feel like
think
mine would have
been a
developed a
long time.
gambling addiction by now.
Yeah. Basically, I think like Angel, I think she'd have basically started, you know how in video games you have like a character who's just like in communication with radio?
Yeah.
She'd basically be that, but for like 5 separate people, different people at once. No, like a dozen people at once. Like in a call center, so she's like, hello, yep. Oh, would you like to save your data? Here are some squirrel facts. And,
Oh no.
oh, yep, we're just sending the lift down. It'll be with you in a moment, don't worry.
Alright, we'll save all this
beware of the
gold,
incoming horde.
because we'll have to do a cast interview with you guys at some point as well. So it's
Boris is falling for AI political photos on a maze book all the time.
all right. We'll get on this stuff in the new year for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's everyone,
Yeah,
isn't it?
go and listen. Go look up Cybertopia AP on wherever you get podcasts or on my YouTube.
Alrighty. Well, for my part, I'll be doing my usual stream on Monday. I'll be dressed as a tiefling again, and I've got I'm playing through Golden Sun. Should be a lot of fun. Same on Wednesday. Then the stuff Nick mentioned on Thursday and Friday. I believe the week after that, in addition to my usual streams on Thursday, we'll be on Keith's channel for more Lancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Incidentally, I believe Keith plays Cookie in Cybertopia. Is that right?
Yeah, Keith does.
Yep. I don't think his character showed up in the first episode, but
No, he'll be in the first one in the new year, I think.
yeah, hopefully, well, his character's kind of a dick, so hopefully they'll suffer.
He does. He does.
Yes.
Yes.
Take that, capitalist. And, yeah, I think we're going to raid off to... I think now Ultron.
Oh, Noah. I haven't watched Noah in a while. They stopped for a bit.
Yeah, I think, I noticed they started again a while back.
Yeah.
Try and spell this right. I always forget it's 2 N's at the end. So yeah, hopefully at least one of us will catch you later, well, next week. And yeah, everyone have
Going
a
on
lovely
before
weekend.
Christmas.
Yep, lovely
Thanks, Bree.
weekend.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep, thanks for playing. And we're gonna raid in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Whew. And that's done.
That was a good session. I really enjoyed that.
That was very
Even
fun.
though I spent most